And he scores. And now, please welcome a dad with kids. Parenting 101. It's gonna suck. Don't tell anyone. Day walk. What's up, Jeanette Castro? How are you peoples doing this evening? We are gonna try to top our live from last night. Jeanette is from the goat. The goat farmer. We will try to top our live from last night. Day walk last night, we went almost 4 hours. We won't try to top it in time. But God, 4 hours. Had a couple of friends join, and there was a lot of back and forth, a lot of topics. I wasn't talked out, but we did the stream right. We definitely did the stream right. I just got home not too long ago. I went to a fashion show for my niece. That was awesome. It was at a college nearby, a university, and she got to strut her stuff. Pretty awesome. So we'll wait for some people to come in here. A little different tonight. I want to play a pre-stream, pre-going live Darnell Just Talking video. I got to start getting around to making content out of, or making videos out of all this content that I've filmed for a very long time. I'd say it's been a long time. And a lot of times when I would film stuff, what made me comfortable is, and maybe this is advice, how late did you go last night? Oh, it was just a little after 2 a.m. Eastern time. Hey, Katie. So I used to get comfortable by being able to film a video and not have any contract on what happens with that video, right? So that video could be trash, it could be amazing. Either way, it doesn't mean that I post a video, which is different than a live stream, right? Like, yeah, a live stream could be trash. This one is set. Yeah, not long after you left, I was burnt out. My thighs. I was telling Yuffie my quadriceps were hurting from just sitting down all day. Hopefully that changes. I can't sit down all day. I'm tired of that. But yeah, so I used to film stuff, and the only way I got comfortable was by saying, and I give this advice to others, and my sister, who's working on her content, film it, anything you want. Like, if you feel the moment, just film it. You don't have to post it. Today I did a live. Trash, absolutely trash. Not because I wasn't ready. I believe that I was a little rusty because I haven't been carrying around my mic and my camera. I didn't have the right try. Everything had to be right. It didn't feel right. And I said, no, you're not supposed to wait till it feels right. You're just supposed to do it. And right when I pressed go live, what I was going to be doing was changing the inner tube on this little dump trailer that I have. It's really going to help me to get back to the pool project because I need to move a lot of stuff with this dump trailer. So My lawnmower is on its, I don't want to say last leg, because I want to treat it really good. And I got to get a name for my lawnmower because I spend a lot of time making sure that she performs. And so I wanted to show just simple work, you know, me changing the inner tube on a tire and what's going into it. I think that's quality stuff. In the moment that I pressed go live, I couldn't find like the tools that I had. I had a couple flathead screwdrivers because I had already changed one. I was like, you know what? Let me put this on, on YouTube. And when I'm in that feeling of posting content and feeling good about it, and I don't know if I say great, but feeling good about it, that's easy. It comes natural at that point. But then there are other times when you don't do it for a little while, and then you start to question the doubt sets in very fast, and it's like, if I post it, no one's gonna watch it anyway. What's the point? If I go live, YouTube's not gonna send anyone there anyway. And it just starts, normal stuff starts to creep in, telling you why not to do something. And I did it, and it was more people than I was used to seeing, like, at one time. And I was in greetings mode for a while, like, hey, how's everyone doing? And no one was chatting. So that was where it was like 35 people in there, and no one was like saying, like, one person said hi, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm here, and where are you guys from again? Crickets. Okay, well, have you guys ever done work like this? Crickets. So, but it was what it was. So the thing went to private automatically, and I just didn't didn't change it. Um, but that's kind of a setup for. I was looking through some content, and I was like, oh, let me. I've been meaning to do something. Hey, what's up, tigers? Tigger. No, Katie, it's all good. I don't expect you to. I was at work too. I did it at lunchtime. It's just I just want to get back into the groove. It's hard not to feel over the hump, being that we have 19 more nights to go, and I feel over the hump. So I'm starting to plan out. Okay, like, now what's my approach, right? If I'm going to, it's me, Ashton, my family member, Ashton. um, if I'm gonna go 19 more days, then you know, I it's a milestone, right? I'll celebrate it. Really, I'm going there so that I could make this video. Before I started this journey, my son used to watch all of these. I think it's Minecraft, and every day it's like, I spent 100 days in Minecraft as a tiger, rawr. And these guys would like have millions, millions of views. So I think I want to I don't want to call it a troll video, but I want to tease the format of, you know, I spent 100 days as a YouTube streamer, rawr. So, but once we get to the 100, like, it's like you want to lose weight, and then you get to your goal, and then you're standing there, it's like, oh, okay. So I'm starting to put things in the process now, starting to work on my discipline now, so that this show could evolve into something, and I'm comfortable, and it doesn't feel like I have resistance to posting content, and it aligns with my life and what I'm doing. and because it's been a lot of sacrifice. So without further ado, Ashton, what's up? Where are you from, Ashton? Okay, without further ado,
let me just say this. I've been on a journey that I, for whatever reason, did not attempt to take you or the internet with me. Um,
so I was telling you guys, I've mentioned it a few times about having done a detox of YouTube and content and social media, and predominantly YouTube because this is my social media. I don't use other apps. Um, I no longer have IG activated, and Facebook is like I just use it for marketplace. I don't use it for anything else. So this is like I didn't. This is not during the stream journey. This is none of this kind of led to the decision to make the stream. So just to give you that context. So it's still me, but it's not the same me. I'm a new person now.
it's been interesting. I guess one of the main reasons, I don't have to explain, but I feel like I've been struggling to articulate why I'm on the journey and what I intend to understand from the journey. Um, and not that I'm not still on the journey, because I am, but I figured I'd come in here. Seasons are, the holiday season is upon us, and a lot of people feel differently about those things. Um, I myself, I'm charging to winter solstice, which ought to be pretty exciting. Got a lot of projects going. Hands are busy, mind is busy, and I mean not to give you that information, but yeah, I think the journey, I definitely prioritize doing those things versus going through the set up the camera struggle and figure out how you're going to deliver something and talk about. So but yeah, I'm pretty happy with what's been going on. I hope to be posting more.
Interesting. So I had hoped to be posting more. I didn't even post this. So um what I just to answer that person that's on the video, um I think I didn't yet have certain like technical understandings of really it's like the algorithm and how do you create content from how do you create content from almost nothing, right? Like it's absolutely possible. It's possible to create content from almost nothing. And and there's tricks. Like people play all these tricks. Like the new trick I see is when I'm watching shorts, some people will post a short that is 1 second long because the chances of you watching more than 50% of it is almost like 100%. And they'll have a ton of views on that short. Now, I don't know what that does to the algorithm per se, but they almost have forced you to watch a short, and YouTube does not say you can't upload a 1 second video, even though you can't get anything out of a second video or a video of a few frames. But I didn't have a strategy, and after the first couple weeks, and I really started to sit down and see what this was. I started to realize that you can film one thing It may or may not be great. You may or may not have the best shots, and you may not feel comfortable with it. But if you do, if it has anything in there that you're comfortable with posting, figure out how to do it, and then you come in. So I don't have to like, you know, set up this perfect shot, because that's what I was speaking to, like setting up the tripod, and I made it sound like this really hard task, and it really hasn't been. When I'm fluid with it, I'm fluid with it. And I'm happy I got there. But lastly, and this doesn't always work out, but it's as simple as, say I was doing a task and I wasn't filming it, or I was, doesn't really matter. You just go get the camera and you do like a little wrap up, and you try to talk as authentic as possible. And it's hard. It's hard for those words to always translate. I think I'm getting better at it. It's not scripted. Maybe if I scripted it, I know one time I went outside and I kind of turned my phone into almost like a teleprompter, somehow, because the inactive screen, I was able to make it show and it had all the words I wanted to read. So I read off this like 25-second script. But when I finally made the video, I only capped 2 seconds of what I said. So, yeah, I guess the point I'm making is like the pressure is there isn't much. It doesn't really exist. All right. This thing skipped around on me. So 1 second. I don't want to put you through that again. Okay. We were roughly here.
So the chicken coop, the mastery that has gone into it. But yeah, I've been over engineering and just thinking through what that is, why is it, scope creep, and enjoying it and being a part of it. Understanding that I'm creating it, but I'm also really solving problems for myself that I think are going to just help everything that I do. So, yeah, figured. Hope this message finds you well, and hope you have an awesome day, whether it's chilly or warm, wherever you are. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Peace.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's the same. It's me, but I just feel a little lost there. I think another thing that I could speak to having overcome is alive, outside, and I didn't really put this up, but a lot of what I was doing in that same sequence, I was painting and it had like music. I had music in the background, so I had to kind of get rid of that. So I was painting a chicken coop behind me. I'm active. I'm doing all these things. If I really wanted my music on and I wanted to film, I should have just put the headphones on and just got me, painting. And that probably would have worked out better as a live. And now that I when I was frequently doing the lives, I have my microphone on so I could kind of step away, but I could tell that I feel, even though I'm working hard, I could tell that I'm like, I don't use the word lonely, but I guess it's the perfect word. I look lonely in the moment because, that's with the over engineering comment that I read into it, because when you don't have someone to bounce this idea off of, you could aggressively just live with the outcome, or you ponder and you sit there and you wait, and you're not like super fast to just make a decision about, just about anything. But that was that. I think the video was done. Check. I don't know. It keeps. Oh, I know why it's restarting. My bad. Okay,
Peace.
I did say peace. Okay, okay. Yeah, well, and here we are. Like, I ain't gonna say it's 81 days later. That's probably like 125 days later. But who would have thought that I would end up here, right? So, and I'm totally fine with that. And I'm sure in another 80 days, I'll do something else that is very reflective of a journey. I love journeys. I love adventure. Um, so it's Friday night. Don't intend to get much traction on a Friday night. That's been historically the same. But it's my job to come in here and make something of it. At this point, and so I got another clip from Ram Dass today. I've been enjoying pulling clips from stuff that I watch. I've been enjoying that actually. Last night was Les Brown, and I think what I'm trying to do is share. I am not a creator, but the ones I have been following for years, I wonder why they be doing things I never would do. Farming. So what draws me? I think it could be the people. It could be that um, it might look like farming or gardening, but I think it's more of like a connection. The thing that ChatGPT keeps telling me is that I'm like a systems thinker, and you've definitely gone through some trials and tribulations, and people who make that decision, especially if you've watched them through the adventures in the journey and they shared, I just find it humbling, because it look, it's hard. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. Yes, they're personable. It's hard not to be personable. What I've had to give up in my passions, just from a personality standpoint, is the perfectionist. I can't do that anymore. Um, I just remember seeing every tool that I had to use. It had to be the right tool. Humbling is gambling with monopoly money. What's up, CJ? Yeah, no, I had to give up being a perfectionist, uh, because we are not we are not who designed the earth. Like, there's so much to learn about your like the environment around you, and so how can you be a perfectionist when it comes to that, like that external power? What's up, Queen? Oh my God, CJ's a player now. All right, let me play this Ram Dass. See what you guys think. Maybe we'll make something of it. I thought I found this clip. It was pretty good. It's a young Ram Dass. Um, Let me know what you think.
Happened to me as professor went, I learned this whole business of who I am and whether I'm good or bad or achieving or not. All that's learned along the way. And you see all those learned things separate. So you start to have this dissociative experience of where all that you become is awareness, is a point of awareness. That's all that's left. And I remember the first time this happened to me, as professor went and middle class boy went and pilot went and all of my games were like going off into the distance. I got this terrible panic because indeed I was going to cease to exist. And I got the panic, which is the panic that precedes the psychological death, because indeed Richard Alpert was dying at that point. And the panic was, no, stop, I've got to hold on to something so I'll know who I am. And Timothy, the wise old Timothy, always says things like, trust your nervous system. I learned this whole...
So I came across that today. And it really started to hit home. I feel like, and I felt this for some time, I feel like a part of me like needs to, I don't want to use the word die, but I feel like a part of me needs not exist anymore. And a lot of the stuckness is me not accepting that forward. And what he ended off with was like, he goes, W Riz, trusting your nervous system. You know, I totally reason with that. And that's some of the struggles that I've been going through. And even doing this, you got that black Riz. Okay, sir. Yeah, that's kind of why this thing is hitting me. Oh no, that's not a nice thing to say, CJ. CJ, what month are you born in? When is CJ turning 12? So CJ, if you don't know, this is Ram Das. And man, he has some great lectures. He's a great teacher. He was obviously a professor at one point, and then I think he's more in a spiritual, motivational teacher. And he just cleans it up, man. He just cleans it up for me. Okay, June. Okay, I don't. Shadow Black, he's our resident zodiac person, not me. But what is that? What is my cousin was June 6th. June 6th. Yeah, okay. Gemini. I think that's a Gemini. I only remember because of my cousin. Okay. So we got CJ. I'll tell Shadow Black, and he'll give you your free tarot reading. If you know what that is. I hope Cleo's doing okay. 29th. Yeah, I'm Cinco de Mayo, sir. Cinco de Mayo. It's coming up fast. But I'm actually not a person I don't really celebrate my birthday. I reflect on the year that I'm not going to get back. Sort of the end of that cycle around the sun. He ain't mad about no comment. He don't care. Yeah, okay. He was in here last night and he called me afterwards. He doesn't care. So 2 people, get this, CJ and Katie, you'll find this funny as well. 2 people called me today and said that they had to go to sleep, but they also had to wake up because, we're getting old and some people have medication schedules. Oh, wow. Gotcha, Katie. Call me now. Remember Miss Cleo? She was all over TV. So 2 people called me and said that they were on the stream, and then they say, you know what, I'm getting tired. Let me go to bed. So they go to bed, and then they had medication to take, so they woke up again, and they went on YouTube briefly and they said this guy is still streaming, and then they rejoined the screen. So your mother predicts you. Oh my God. CJ, we gotta go back to the factory, man. We gotta get you sharp. Who's your favorite comedian, CJ? Who's your favorite stand-up comedian? And Katie, you as well. Who's your favorite stand-up comedian? Oh man, I'm tired. She thought she did. Oh, Katie, I'm just ask you because I know CJ wouldn't notice. Do you remember the Robin Hood cartoon? The original Disney Robin Hood cartoon, the movie. You know, a little Cat Williams. All right, Cat's great. Will Smith is not a stand-up comedian. I want to know a stand-up. I was at, cause CJ's always trying to be funny, and I don't want him to waste his time. I want him to understand the craft, cause it's a hard profession. Yeah, I don't think Will Smith could hold it on the stage. I don't think he could hold it together. It's really hard. I watch a lot of comedians, and now because of the YouTube space, actually my favorite creator is a up and coming comedian named Craig Smith, not Will Smith. Oh no, not won't be saying anything there. One of my favorites. One of my favorites, Katie. Man. It's actually the first I typed this thing in. The first thing that showed up is Robin Williams stand up. Oh, I love Robin Williams. That's not true. That's the problem is that we blink we blend just because you think you're funny that makes you a comedian. Being a comedian is a profession. Uh-oh, he's here for you, CJ.
Intelligent design? Look at the human body. It's a waste processing plant near a recreation area. How intelligent is that? And they say the platypus was an animal designed by committee. Was the human body designed by committee? Was there a group of guys who designed it? Was a guy going, Tom, do you have those designs for the human reproductive system? I do, Ted. Let's show you what we came up with. Normally, with the mammal penis, we have the retractable. We decided to do something different for the male penis for the human. We call it the collapsible. Kind of fun. And look at this. Murray came up with the idea of making the covering optional. Thank you, Murray. Way to go.
The covering optional. And he said your name backwards on purpose. Man, CJ, you're a consistent troll. Consistent. All right, I don't know that clip of Robin Williams. Let's get into some.
You perform, boy. Your ass is dead meat.
I can't do Robin Williams on the fly because he has like he's more of like he has like antics in his comedy. But George Carlin, no man, some great comedians across the board. Shadow Black, who's your favorite comedian stand up? I was telling CJ that if you trying to be funny, like be funny. Study comedians. Study the greats. We have this YouTube to do so. You might as well make use of it. Ah, okay. So what's on the docket for the weekend, guys? What are you guys doing? Anybody getting into anything? Richard Pryor. Yeah, that's my guy. Hey, what's up? You coming in to interview me? Oh, you just checking? You could come say hi.
Hi.
What are you reading? Nothing. Oh man. It's been an interesting parenting week. Red Fox. Oh yeah, that's a risque one. Uh, he was the man at one point. He was the top one, and then Pryor took his spot. Mel Brooks. Oh man, Mel Brooks. I told you. I think I told you, Katie. My favorite movie of all time is Blazing Saddles. I don't even know if I could play some of that stuff. It's that's a Mel Brooks film. I love Mel Brooks. You know, one of the funniest things, Mr. Miyagi's actually a stand-up comedian. Shout outs to Katie's husband. Yeah, he came and he left. Shadow Black says that's a good one. Oh, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Where are we going with this? Where are we going? Hey, Tom, notice? You're going to get monetized. I'm going to get monetized and demonetized. But here's the trick, Shadow Black. I'm playing this and it's on a random person's channel. So the likelihood is he's singing with me. Yeah. Bottom boom, bottom boom. Some get a kick from cocaine. I was singing this today. This is Frank. Don't make movies like this no more. Come on, man. Shadow Black. Supposedly, I'm still learning how to work through fair use. Supposedly, fair use protects. It's me playing something and giving commentary and not assuming ownership of what I'm playing. So I've done it right. I've done it wrong. We'll see how tonight goes. And YouTube has a feature where once they flag it, you could kind of just delete it or mute it, or they actually work with you on that. It's just I'm not monetized. It's like it doesn't really matter. If they really don't like what I'm doing, they'll during the stream, and you were here in the beginning when this happened, they'll like pop a message up and say, you know, you're breaking some YouTube, you know, some rules. But yeah, let's get back to the good stuff. Oh man, what I would give to be in a writing room with Mel Brooks when I never realized there was white guys that was on their side too behind them. Oh man, that's a rough movie. Oh, I love that movie. I think one of the problems, I'm an 80s baby, and between syndicated 70s shows, um, westerns, between all of that, to watch how we manage race relations, or how media was able to portray, or you kind of, you understood it wasn't as sensitive. um so that movie always stood out to me, like that represented how comedy was, where you, I guess if you watch it now it may sound harsh, but if you lived it, it was what it was. We all gotta laugh at our pain, as Kevin Hart says. I seen Chappelle shout out. Yeah, Chappelle's. What do you think of Chappelle's? Yeah, Katie says people get offended so easy. That movie would not go over well today. You know, I used to have this conversation about the Office, the show. Obviously, I've worn a lot of Office shirts on stream. My favorite show, sitcom, and even that is like it's super risque. Um, but if you've lived it, it's like, man, people, they need a Mel Brooks to make a movie like that. They need it. They absolutely need it. It's not. People could get as offended as they want, but until they get in the room with the person, they'll realize, oh, you don't have bad feelings. You're just making light of a situation. So I think some of the words are harsh. I could see that takeaway. But it was a black sheriff who was supposed to be put to death, and they came up with a bright idea, thinking that the sheriff wouldn't last, and he ends up lasting. So I don't know. It's a great movie. Uh, Young Frankenstein, Robin Hood, Men in Tights. That's, man. Yeah, and my mom introduced me to all of this stuff. So like the Young Frankenstein, she loved a good laugh. So I'm learning from her as a kid. Like, this is about laughter. This is not about being sensitive. I mean, just speaking of Blazing Saddles, they threw the disrespect in every direction. Every direction. So I appreciated it. I definitely appreciated it. Yeah, it's just we gotta watch those things in the dark now and be careful. Maybe one day we could bring it back. You know, I don't I don't know how we get there, but maybe one day we could bring it back. Oh, we could definitely spend movie nights together. Ask Tom if he likes Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder's films together. Like, what was that? See No Evil, Hear No Evil. They got a handful of films together. One of my favorite films, Shadow Black. I'm pretty sure you've seen Brewster's Millions with Richard Pryor. My favorite from Pryor is Which Way Is Up, but Brewster's Millions, that was a clean one. That had John Candy in it. Man, John Candy. You guys remember John Candy? Yeah, all of them. Yep. Yeah, John Candy, man, he was one of the sweethearts of the industry. I think he left a huge void. Yeah. Who's the other guy, Shadow Black? The one that was on Saturday Night Live. He had a similar spirit to John, like John Candy. Spaceballs, yeah. Yep. So when we were growing up in the 80s, I think it was still on in the 80s, John Candy made a show called Camp Candy. It was a cartoon. Yeah, Camp Candy. I don't remember too much about it. I just know that it was good. Um, but those shows were always good. They all had the same format, and it hasn't changed much. I shouldn't say that. I think if you guys know Caillou reminds me of a old show. Belushi, yeah. Caillou reminds me of like old shows where the kid has to do bad first, and then they turn it around, right? And then there's always a heartwarming message. That's how we grew up. But bad has to happen first, you know. That's how it works. That's real life. Bad, you think you're too good for something, and then things go wrong. And then we gotta fix it. You gotta call your older brother. Uh, Shadow Black / Google Black. Google Shadow Black says it was on for 3 seasons. Yeah, did you remember that show? Shadow Black? 1989. Yeah, it was a good show, man. He's one of the first people I remember, like in entertainment, that passed away. That I remember, like that I was watching actively. Yeah, cartoons are not like that now. I agree. I could agree with that. They don't really show bad. Like even our sitcoms. I showed my kids. One day I just was randomly saying, "What you talking about, Willis?" And my son was like, "What did you just say to me?" I was like, "Oh, you don't know that." So then, obviously, what's Gary Coleman's show? Different Strokes. So I put on an episode of Different Strokes. Kids got hooked. Man, they was nerding out. What you talking about, Willis? It was. I remember the Mr. T episode. So I was trying not to like put too much on them, but the episodes they do, it just does what it does. It's gonna hook you in, cause it's real content. Like this joint right here.
Well, what do we have here? Now, this is what I call a real fan. Looks like real capital T and small t.
Man. Yeah, and Gary Coleman, man, he used to get into some stuff on that show. See, like when I was a kid, I think I looked at his size and was just like confused. It's like, why is he so small? I just never. It's just like he's him and Webster. Your kids. Shadows Black says his kids was on Family Matters. I haven't gotten them to Family Matters yet. I want to say I started in the '70s, so we've done the Jeffersons. Huge success with the Jeffersons. They love George Jefferson. Benson. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. So they love the Jeffersons. I try with 227. I think it's a little bit. I think it's different. But Sanford and Son. That man. Yeah, Sanford and Son and the Jeffersons. I could get them in different strokes. I tried with Webster, but a little different dynamic. It's more of a Webster's more of a family show. Different Strokes is like, what is he gonna do today? 'Cause he's gonna get into something, you know. But yeah, the kids, it's not even comparable. I watch the way they watch the old shows, and they're in it. Yeah, we're we're a little all over the place, Blue Daffodil, but nice to see you. Um, yeah, I don't even know how we got here, but I think we were talking about comedians, and then Tom, who's Katie's husband, was saying about Mel Brooks, and then that took me down to Blazing Saddles, and then I was playing some clips from that, and then we just kind of just veered off. Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping through. Yeah, I mean, in the end, I just wanna have a smile on my face. Friday, I don't know if the week was long. Blue Daffodil. It was a long week. Um, you guys know I don't like to get political, and I'm not gonna say but. Let me try to do this without saying but. Um, I watched the video today, and it started to make sense about me on what's to come, and it put me in somewhat of a panic mode. Was doing never so blazing. I don't. I think so. I think so. But it put me in kind of a panic mode, because the stuff that's going on in the Strait of H. The problem is, and I saw this a couple weeks ago, and now it's like putting two and two together. What people are not really talking about is a lot of countries rely on not just the gas and oil, but they rely on fertilizer for farming. And once you don't have that supply, I just think that people in the world, it's not that we won't be able to feed ourselves, as a world. It's that a lot of people are going to wait to feed themselves. They're not going to make like the right decision right away. Meaning, why are you still out here buying something if it's going to cost, a lot of money? Just switch what you eat for a little while. Like, let's get over the hump. Let's just figure it out. If that's what you have, if there ain't no spinach, you might have to go outside and eat some lamb's quarter. Call it a day. Get your nutrients. And, speaking as an American, I don't think a lot of people are going to see the writing on the wall, because we do and we will have reserves, but there's countries like Sudan. They were saying that Sudan imports like 90+% of their oil and their fertilizer. So what happens next, And I was kind of panicking today because that's the area that I care about the most. It's just like people and food and how do we make improvements to this? How do we make people aware? And we already as a world make weird decisions when it comes to how we feed people. And most of us aren't involved in those decisions, right? I think if we had the opportunity to vote on all these things and we vetted these things, there's a lot of things that wouldn't be. But we don't. And we like going to our supermarkets and seeing shiny apples and fresh fruits and vegetables and tomatoes and strawberries in the dead of winter. So we pay for our problems. But what do you do when the people who've been comfortable making these bad decisions, when they're now in a scramble, right? This fertilizer thing, farming is hard work. Whether you do it conventional, organic, no-till, it's hard work. And most times your livelihood depends on it. I don't know if you guys know, and I'll try to find a stat on the side, but like an official source, but farming is one of the most dangerous professions worldwide as far as I think they have one of the highest suicide rates. It's just a hard thing to do. So we're going to make this harder now and hope to keep our structure going, hope to keep the distribution going. And I just don't see it. I don't see it working. I think that we're just waiting for a news source to tell us that things are going to be bad. They're going to be bad. And my coworker decided, he was like, listen, me and you had a conversation with him today after a meeting. He was like, me and you going to be fine. We got chickens and it's like, we ain't going to be fine. We going to be the targets. I might have to hide my chickens. And I may have to think that through. Because things are getting a little and I didn't get political because I'm not speaking to the politics of it. I'm speaking to the facts. The question for me is, what happened to, and maybe they already have. Shadow Black says we can feel it in the air. Well, I hope you like tasting air and eating air for nutrients. There are some breatharians out there because that's what's going to be there for some people. So we better get our knowledge base up and okay, so here's the stat. I'll just trust AI on this one. That's crazy that I'm willing to trust AI. He's crazy. Actually, this is from PBS. 4 sources. Farmers face a significantly higher suicide rate, often estimated to be 3.5 times higher than the general population, making them one of the most at-risk occupation groups. Katie says she depends on stores a lot. Yeah, we all do. We all do. I just think if things broke and they broke fast, I've banked a lot of information. Them dandelions looking tasty as I don't know what. That's all I got to say. Ain't no coffee. Them dandelion roots is looking real caffeinetic. That's we gonna be eating. We gonna be having dandelion root coffee. We're gonna have dandelion tea. It's gonna be a lot of dandelions. It's dandelion season. We should be eating what is around us, right? We should be eating, and when the dead of winter comes, we should have planted the stores for that. Like the squash, anything that stores well, any kind of pumpkins. And in our history, I was listening to Jim Ron today, and he was talking about the winter representing like the down period, in the spring. I don't know if this is true, but he's like, why they call it spring, like things spring up, spring back. But he has a way with words, and he was just talking about the way we prepare. Like, you have to sow those seeds so that you could reap them. If you don't sow your seeds, then there's nothing to reap. So we don't know that. We don't understand that by and large, right? So I always say I would not want my first time to have to think about survival. And I'm just like, okay, now what do we do? That's not going to be good. That's not going to be good. So we better get it together. We better figure something out for ourselves, for our families, for our communities. Let me just finish reading this. The key drivers include intense financial strain, extreme weather, isolation, and limited access to mental health, compounded by a stigma around asking for help. Oh, I know that one. Hey, Carolyn. So male farmers over 65 are at particular high risk, with 47% of farmers' suicides in a 2003 to 2017 study occurring in this age group. That is something that I do not hear. I know why I know this information. And it's in public. It's on YouTube, but it's not, very popular information. But it's real. The average age of farmers is like super old, and the young folks aren't necessarily getting into these professions. Schools are so forward moving with STEM or STEAM, however you see that, and they've left behind these other ways of life and living and supporting yourself and supporting your communities. So there's a disconnect. So when we think of farming in the masses, we think of something primitive. We don't think of something that feeds us, that takes care of us, that makes us safer. So we leave it up to bigger groups to think for us and to determine what we want to eat and how we want to eat it. And that's how we get here. So it could be good. I mean, a lot of times, what is it? What do they say? What is it? Invention, mother of necessity is the mother of invention. Something like that. I forgot who said that. Let me get this. Necessity. Yeah, I got it right. Necessity is the mother of invention. It's a proverb meaning that when people truly need to solve a difficult problem, they will think of a way to do it. See, I actually think that this is what I'm talking about. Uh, Carolyn says, I'm late. Can you start from the beginning? Yeah, I'll start from the beginning. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. I got you. I got you. Okay, so okay, yeah, CJ in there. I'm just looking at the chat. The chat will help me to. Okay, good. So I was asking, who's the favorite? Who's the people who are here in the chat's favorite comedians? And we got some Robin Williams. We got some Dave Chappelle, and then Katie's husband Tom said Mel Brooks, and then we went from Mel Brooks. Blazing Saddles is my favorite, one of my favorite movies. So then we started watching a few clips of that. That veered off into just other sitcoms from that era, like the 70s. And I'm trying to figure out how I got all the way to what we're talking about now. I did play a video of mine pre-streaming. It was in December prior to winter solstice in 2025, and it was me, but it was like I'm the new me, and I was kind of reacting to the video, so I was sealing up the fact that I have learned some things since that time. It wasn't a dark time. It was good. It was when I was in the middle of doing a detox from social media. And then I played some Ram Dass where he had a really nice clip. Actually, I wouldn't mind playing that one again. Hopefully it's in my history. Please say that one's in my history. There we go. Okay. I'll play the Ram Dass again, and then I think we'll be caught up. Missy. Who else comes asking for a rundown? I love it. I wish the first time it was Shadow Black, and I was on auction mode that night. I was like, I did this, and we did this, and that, and that. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, one day it'll be a more segmented experience. Hopefully not so random, but hey, Missy.
Business of who I am.
Missy probably came in to fight, so let me be careful. All my life I had to fight.
I learned this whole business of who I am and whether I'm good or bad or achieving or not. All that's learned along the way. And you see all those learned things separate, so you start to have this dissociative experience of where all that you become is awareness, is a point of awareness. That's all that's left. I remember the first time this happened to me, as professor went and middle class boy went and pilot went and all of my games were like going off into the distance. I got this terrible panic because indeed I was going to cease to exist. And I got the panic, which is the panic that precedes the psychological death, because indeed Richard Alpert was dying at that point. And the panic was, no, stop, I've got to hold on to something so I'll know who I am. And Timothy, the wise old Timothy, always says things like, trust your nervous system. I learned this.
No, I know, Carolyn, but guess what? Sometimes you ask for something and you get it. Be careful when you ask for it. Oh, give me anytime. I love it. Missy says she comes in peace. Yeah, anytime somebody says they come in peace, we know. But what'd you guys think of Carolyn and Missy? What'd you think of this Ram Dass clip? I didn't even know prior to watching this. I didn't know that his name was Richard Alpert. I did not know that. I didn't know that Ram. I guess I should have known, but I didn't know that Ram Dass was not his name. But I do speak about the ego a lot when I'm just talking in general. And what I attach it to is Alan Watts. When he speaks of the ego, he's talking about we who we identify with as in ourselves is not our full self. That's just the ego. Um, your full self is deeper than that. There's more going on. The ego is not the one who's, making the heartbeat, pushing oxygen through your blood. That's not the ego. So clearly there's something else that's going on that we know how to do. There's more to us, our subconscious. I like to do the morning writing thing I told you guys. Wake up and there's a lot that gets answered. And the last thing he ended with is like trust your nervous system. But I was telling Katie and I think CJ before, I feel like a lot of the struggles that I'm going through is because I've been resistant to sort of move on to what he was saying. Like maybe Darnell is done in that sense. Like whatever I did in these first X amount of years, like he said he was a professor and a pilot, which is like amazing. And then he spends the rest of his life it's being something totally different, and at peace, as far as I could tell. He has so many lectures and talks. Are you guys into Ram Dass at all? I've been listening to the Be Here Now podcast. I didn't know he passed away in I think it was like 2017 or 18, maybe even 19. But yeah, that's my guy. Okay, guys, don't get quiet on me now. Don't get quiet. Anybody got some cool plans for the weekend? We broke some yeah, well, I don't know. I agree with that, Katie, that we do grow through struggles. I think what I take from what he's saying though, and I've felt this before a couple years ago because I had the ability to transplant. Um, you're not sure if you come across Ram. Oh, what about Jim Rohn? Carolyn has nothing planned. Well, make sure you get some sun and enjoy your time. Mindfulness. Um, yeah, Katie, to your comment, I'm a transplant where I live. As you heard Yuffie, they Yuffie wants to denounce from where I'm from, right? And I'm okay with I'm like in the middle. And transplanting allowed for me to just reset. Cause when you truly transplant, you know no one. You gotta start from the bottom, you know? You just gotta meeting people, trusting people, that's like a new thing, you know, and maybe you guys have moved around. I would say I didn't move around in a permanent sense. I've been to many places, but in a permanent sense where I rest my head, you know, I take care of my family. I transplanted, and that made me realize that a lot of the lessons that I've learned in my first chapter of life, which I spent in the first place as a permanent resident, a lot of those lessons are not applicable. So I don't know if it was a growing thing. I actually feel like I have to just put those things to sleep. And when I end up talking to somebody who is in a similar situation, but they're still I watch people keep these feelings alive. And I don't have it. I feel like I align more with what Ram Dass is saying. Anyone who I know that was a professor and a pilot, I would hope that they would feel fulfilled, right? But it's not for me to think if they're fulfilled, or even if fulfillment is an idea for them. They may not live off of the same idea that I do. A lot of us want to feel fulfilled. I don't think I even want to feel fulfilled. I just want to be at peace, right? Just we all lack the ability to control everything. Well, let me just control something. Can I just control my meal for breakfast? Something simple. So I feel like I've thought deeply about being reborn. And it's actually a calming feeling for me, because I realize I know nothing then, and then I have to learn from that 0 point. So a lot of times, Katie, like when I talk to Missy, we're saying the same words and we're kind of aligning, but we may say it differently, or articulate it differently, even though we're like pretty much aligned. Missy says, "What is at peace?" Well, that's I can't answer that for you. But for me, you know it, you could feel it. A lot of the worries are gone. I'm able to just be content with myself and my decisions. The aches and pains, the emotional ones go away. Like I have a couple of aches and pains that are still around that I need to resolve. Oh, Katie, that's exactly what I was saying earlier. Katie says I had to realize I cannot control everything. That's what the perfectionist thing that I was saying, that gardening and just working the land and managing my chickens helped me with, because you can have the perfect routine and then Tuesday comes. It just changes, right? Just look at the weather. Like the weather was always to us unpredictable, right? Like, yeah, you have people saying this is what's gonna happen, but we all know it's not 100%. And it's even more unpredictable now. But are you going to react to what you're seeing when you're seeing it? Or are you gonna just say, oh, okay, I planned this. I controlled this. We just don't control it. And you got to roll with the punches. So I listen to these, I don't want to say it like that, but these these kind words. Last night it was Les Brown. Today it was Ram Dass. But I give you another one. I just mentioned Jim Rohn. Let me see if it's the one that I saw. Now, the only thing that I would caution Missy before I play anything that is Jim Rohn is that a lot of these motivational speakers, and that's why I always say, and I didn't make this up. I don't think the person I'm going to tell you I got it from made it up. There are no perfect messengers. There's only perfect messages. So a lot of these people, they got the gift of gab, and they know how to emotionally like articulate something so that it makes perfect sense in the moment, right? For most people. They're good at that. And because they were good at that, they had to seek out, well, how do I monetize that? Right? So a lot of them are selling they're motivating MLM, like multi-level marketing crowds and sales crowds and, big companies. So you wonder what the mission is. Their mission is to make money. They just happen to see things and hand these things off. But this is Jim Rohn.
When it was hard, I used to wish it was easy. I didn't know. And then Mr. Schoaf gave me a part of his very unique philosophy when he said, "Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better."
Oh, he has that inflection. Wish you were better. What did he say this morning? It was something about you needing to change. It hit me hard.
When it was hard, I used to wish it was
okay. That's that. Yeah, it's a good business for them. Yeah, no, hey, I'll find it. Yeah, I mean the guy played yesterday. I mean Les Brown, he's a Christian. He was once in Congress. He won a public election. He was a radio disc jockey DJ. And he's done this, and they actually are there to motivate people, and just giving them some tricks. All right, this one I just want to find a quick one. Okay, let me hear this. Oh man, it's I agree with that message.
But it's nice to know any day you wish you can change your whole life.
So my question though, for you guys in the chat, if you could answer. Wow, we didn't have one person ask about a poll. I love when that's the case, because like Shadow Black come in is like, where's the poll? Feel like he's like a bouncer. He's like, where's the poll, mother? Where are the people like this now? Like a lot of these videos, and some of these guys are still around. They're old, but these are some old videos. Are the people on social media, is it the same kind of energy today where we could find this and I just need to discover that, or does it not really exist?
And I challenge you to do that because you can change. See, you don't ever have to be the same again after tonight, only by choice. Starting tomorrow, what are you going to do that'll make a change in your life's direction? Good question. What are you going to do starting tomorrow that'll make a difference? Now, see, if you don't do something starting tomorrow that'll make a difference, guess what? It's going to be the same. And see, that way you can guess what the next 5 years are going to be like. Look at the last 5. Because the next 5 are going to be like the last 5 unless you, major key, tomorrow, change it all. Or change a little, or change something, or don't change. It's choice time. You can do whatever you want. But it's nice.
Man, that's all I needed. Oh, these guys, I don't know, man. I wish I was listening to this during high school. I would have fixed my life then. If you don't change, it's going to stay the same. It was bad. It stayed the same. But no, it's really good. Really good to listen to this. You guys know Earl Nightingale? He's a really old one. And then the people that I listen to, they end up having like mentors. So then I'll go even further back. See, this is the and I'm always telling people, no, he's not overly animated, Missy, but I actually think, and maybe that's just who he is, but the way that it comes off to me, he understands the inflection of what he's doing with his voice to change. And it's like you're kind of living within that moment because you're receiving good information that hits us all, but he's playful at the same time. He said, change a little, change something, or nothing, or nothing. It's like he's playing like piano keys to me. And to me, there's something to it, and I think that they've gone to the depths of like psychology. Okay, I find it in my church. Okay, is that gross shell? It's down to earth, honest about his struggles and how he got. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I don't think I've ever been to a church where like the pastor was the reason why it didn't work out for me. Offers encouragement to do better. Yeah, that's cool. The last church I was at was a AME church, and I was really cool with the pastor. Still got his number. He moved on to a different church. I seen him last year at a recital randomly for his son. And yeah, he also had a lot of great encouragement, and he was good at his job. But I think what I observed was the business of, I can find him online, I'm going to look for him. I think I observed the business of at least what I was seeing in like AME, and it's like you're a part of this bigger organization. It just becomes like everything else. Like there's just rules to it, and the money has to be paid, and the dues go to this, and it gets in the way of just my relationship with Mick the Pick. Just comes storming in here. Mick the Pick he just skated in here on a skateboard. How you doing, everyone? Oh, his church is the first fully online church. Wow, that's awesome. Katie, how did you find them? How did you come across them?
We become.
Yeah, when I started listening to Earl Nightingale, it makes me want to protect my energy, and even with this, like with streaming, it's hard to listen to the feedback. Like Missy's a great person to talk to. Mick the Pick is a great person. This is like IRL in real life. I could take constructive feedback and criticism, absolutely. But what is really hard is when you talk to people and they don't actually listen to what you're saying. Like, I'm a deep listener. I may come off aggressive when I'm talking to somebody. Me and Missy have never had a falling out, but I've been a cutter offer at times. But at the end of the day, I think I'm pretty sure I listen. I just don't like going too long when I know where this is going. But I listen. And if somebody I don't need to know what your thing is about. I could just be the listener and then hand that information back and kind of read the room on how you want to go. But even when I do this, it's like I have to protect my energy because someone wants to tell me you need to do this and you need to do that. I don't need to do nothing. I just need to press go live. I've spent $20. 81 days and $20. And we're doing okay. Yeah, says try to make it short. Yeah, I'm just curious if he's fully online. How'd you find him? I'm missing one more of my Alan Watts. Yeah, we gotta do the round table today. Katie, I went to. I don't know if I could actually. I can show you. I could go. Oh, I'd have to back up one of the pictures on my Google Photos. I went to a fashion show for my niece. So it was. I don't know the proper term, but it was. Let's just call it all-inclusive fashion show. It was some special needs, not just kids. It's a diverse group of people. It was at a local college, and it was super awesome. Katie says, I was raising 3 special needs kids as a single parent. No local church could handle their behavior, so I was looking for a way. Oh, wow. Wow, that's awesome. But yeah, man, when I go to, this is my second year in a row, and my niece, she like takes the show over, and there's where's the pamphlet? I must have left it in the car. You get like a pamphlet with the write up, and it shows what everyone's wearing. So the college that I was at, they have a fashion program, and so they do this as a service, so they want to put on a show, and then why not dress the people that come in? So you just register for it, and it's a nice show. I want to say like probably was 20 people, and this one kid, he was like getting down. He was, they all get into it's their moment. And it's just so cool to watch him. I always like have like a glass tear. Like, man, that's so awesome. I think a lot of the special needs people have been around. They have more heart than the other fogies, the general population. A lot more heart. So, me. I love competitive. I love the story of the person overcoming Rocky. Rocky's my favorite series. I'm missing a master teacher. Okay, Alan Watts. Wow, you've been with the church that whole time? Same church? That's saying something. So here's a young Alan Watts. He's looking yep, all about mental. It's just an idea based on a phony feeling. Okay, that was a fun little round table. Mick the Pick, I didn't read all your messages, man. Hold on. Let me see. Stream Team Day 81. Get hyped. Mick the Pick he's probably having a nice sippy while he's washing those dishes. Yeah, it's deep, Katie. If you should check out some Alan Watts, man. I'd say he's my favorite. He's my favorite. It's just, so my thing is realizing the way that we think. When I say we, I mean we in the Western world, very different than Eastern spirituality practices. So I want to understand, and I fuse my understanding based on that. And Alan Watts spent a lot of time in his early years doing just that. helping Westerners to learn from and practice things from Eastern, like Taoism and Buddhism. So he kind of translates that for us. So yeah, he's a good one. That was well, he wasn't too young in that one. And then I go into some. I think I showed you some monks that I listen to as well. I'm all over the place. Oh, I am all over the place. But I love when I'm on it because it's like being vulnerable to hear it already proves that you're going through something and you're on the right path. That's what I want to say. I'm on the right path because depression is when you can't see the light. Depression is when you don't have an answer on and you're not willing to find an answer on how to feel better. Because like Alan Watts just said, it's all kind of made up. Because you put a different person in the same, like Katie's scenario, 3 special needs children. You find that person who, when you look at them, it's like they're doing it like it ain't hard, it's easy, and so we're just not. No one's the same. It's really perception and how we do we have what it takes to look at this thing differently at this moment. And he's definitely helped me with that. But the fact that I'm seeking and I'm going back, it's hard. It is hard for me because I've listened to so much that I want more, and a lot of these people aren't here. So then I go into newer people, and that's good too because it's based on modern stuff and modern happenings, COVID and post COVID, and how people feel now. But yeah, I think I'm vulnerable, so I'm open to change in this moment without accepting what could be my fate. Just sitting there, as Jim Rohn was saying, doing the same thing, same results. So all I have to do is change something tomorrow, and it changes my next 5 years. So maybe I'll cut the grass. Who knows? Who knows? Let's give this one. Yeah. Katie says you are this good. You live with depression. You're on meds. It was a mess. Isolated, lost, scared. I know I needed. Yeah. No, I get that. And it ain't easy. I'd say undiagnosed. I've gone through. I think the D word, I could place that on me, but I don't like to sort of like what I was saying with Yuffie with the ADHD, because I'm able to sit back and like get my next step, and that's how I define depression. Is if you can't see the light, that's the indication that we need a little bit of help. If you could see the light, grab the light, make it. That's what Jim Rohn's talking about, change something. And when you have children, that's a whole nother ball game, because just emotionally you're going through some connection that people don't and can't really understand. Not because they don't have kids, but they don't have these kids. They don't have these exact problems right now. So I get it. I get it. Um, I'm not one for the meds, but I'm also not. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not a medical professional. Do what works for you. I would say, especially Katie, since you're not into farming, I would do a lot of research on um, the nutrient side to see if there's some vitamins naturally from eating that could help. That could definitely just help to make you feel better at times because everything. Oh no, I just call Yuffie if that's the disrespect that you're gonna do to come in this chat. Just call. Don't disrespect me in the chat, Yuffie. Just call. You know how to call. So yeah, I would look up, and I'm interested for myself because there's there's something to it. Like we're just missing the spectrum of. I'm getting a call, guys. I don't know what's gonna happen. Hello.
Hey, like Fat Albert. What's going on? How's the chat? How's everybody doing in the chat?
You love saying that, don't you?
He likes it.
Wait,
He's been
are we in the chat
watching.
or not?
Yeah, you're on the stream. You're on the
Okay, good.
stream.
I came here to cause a little mayhem, just a little.
I missed that show. Okay. Let's see. All right, go.
Hey, Cat, what's going on?
Cause your mayhem.
Where's Miss Messy?
So
Miss Messy? Is Miss Messy in here?
Katie has real issues. You see, I'll read it. I couldn't back
Let's address
then.
them first.
I ended up
Let's
having
address
to
them.
place my oldest in foster care. Now you can't leave, Yuffie. You need to respond to this. But through God, friends, I am so much better
Who?
now.
That's what Kit Kat's saying. Okay.
Yeah. We're talking about
Wait,
depression.
her oldest child?
She had 3 children that was with special needs, and she was a single parent. Your phone is a little. I don't know if your server's. That Metro PCS is hitting real hard right now.
Metro PCS. I haven't heard that name since I was in Atlanta selling illegal products.
Don't come on here and try to get the feds knocking my stream down.
Nah, what's the statute of limitations, brother?
Oh, yeah. People love to say that. All that takes is a law to change.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. And then a whole lot of homework on their end. Good luck.
Oh, okay. Well, you got snitches all around you, so just be careful.
You sound like you speak from the heart of one.
No, I'm not. I don't have a price, but many do.
That's even worse, brother.
Hey,
I don't have a price. I'll do it for free.
you know, everybody got a price.
Yo, where's this going, bro? Can we stay on topic, bro? What
What
the fuck?
what's the topic? What's the topic?
We're addressing Kit Kat's.
Kit Kat.
Yeah, that's Kit Kat.
Give me a break, man.
Oh, come on! You see, I saw what you did there, brother. I saw it. Heard that. Yo. So what's going on? What was the issue here? Hopefully, I can solve a couple of issues before I get up out of here. What's going on?
I don't think we don't need you to solve anything. We're just having a conversation. I know you weren't watching the stream. I was going through a couple different psychologists, spiritual teachers,
What you want?
Just a good energy and just spreading some of the things that I watch.
I don't really
And
have an appetite. I don't know.
what was that?
Hello? No. That was my
Oh,
girl.
oh, okay.
No, you good. Yeah, I'm listening, Dodie.
No, that was it. And Katie was just sharing um that she was having the D word and
D. What?
depression.
Oh,
Jeez.
okay. All right. So let me hold on. I couldn't. All right. There's more than me.
So did you
Okay,
just
Kat. You want to hear a couple of good laughs? So I feel like I've had that same situation. Um, I left both of my children, my daughters, with their mom. Yeah. So I'm not on child support, and
why
I think it's,
you are disclosing way too much.
but I'm not.
You've disclosed more about yourself in 10 seconds than I have in 81 days. What are you doing?
Yo,
Bro,
Pick, what up, baby? What's the word, bro? How you feeling?
you need media training, Yuffie. You can't be out here like that, bro. You
Nigga Pick said we about to get it right for real. Nah, listen. You got to be transparent with people, man. That's
no,
how I feel. Just like
no.
yesterday, I said, like, yo, how many times a day do y'all lie? So I don't know if was Pick here for that, but how many times do women lie? I ain't gonna get on the women stuff today, but how many times a
What?
day do you lie, whether unintentionally or intentionally?
Katie gave you an answer. She's the one who answered you yesterday.
No, I'm
You
not.
said
What was the response? Yeah, go ahead.
you asking about women or just people in general?
No, people in general,
Uh,
and I'm getting back to just got to be transparent. And people lie, and then Darnell was trying to get, oh, it's a white lie, and I'm a snitch, or it's a black lie.
Jesus.
Yo, you call up a god more than a pastor, bro.
Hey, I don't. I'm a very spiritual person, so it's fine. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. What is it called? Support your religion, bro.
I'm not. I didn't say religion. And
My fault. Support your spirit.
I'm not really sorry. So I don't know if you saying that.
Oh shit.
That was like a rhetorical. Sorry.
Damn. Okay. All right. Um. So my ADHD just kicked in 4 times, right? Who
Hmm.
saw Batman? The
Which
Dark
one?
Knight.
Oh, that's
The
my
Dark
joint.
Knight.
That's my joint.
Is that your favorite Batman?
The music is.
with
That
the
was a
one with
very
Bane?
interesting take. Yeah, one with Bane.
Yeah, the music is.
You know,
Yo, Pick.
I gotta say,
Go ahead.
the Batman movies aren't actually well made.
Oh, she is going off the deep end right now. That's crazy.
You see?
I'm
See?
I'm a I'm a
So,
big action film person, so I was very excited for them. But when
And
you
then you had the nerve to say that? It's crazy.
well,
yeah,
they're not. They're deeper
Yeah,
than
but
action films, though. Wouldn't you think? Like even going back, I don't think that Batman's. They don't feel like action films to me.
what they feel like.
They're just superhero movies.
real quick. Let me pause right there.
They predate.
Kit Kat and Pick. I would like to get y'all take on on your favorite Batman movie. Darnell, continue. Or
They predate our modern concept of action films, right? Like I think Batman does a good job of holding the legacy of Batman. Like when the TV show was on and he had the blue drawers on and pow bip and like I don't know, I feel like Batman is more of a historical comic. Anyway, just my take. But your take is that they are not well made films. So you didn't like Holly Berry?
And Catwoman.
She
Halle
wasn't
Berry.
in Batman,
Yeah, but it's the
but
series.
I actually
Wait, yes, she. Wait a minute.
she wasn't in. Somebody else played her.
No, wait.
But I will say
Holly.
the Catwoman film is also trash.
Damn, say
I
it
don't even
with
remember
your,
there being a Catwoman movie.
say it with your chest.
Yeah, I actually watched it 2 times the past few days because it happened to like
Google that real quick, cause
be on TV, and
wait, go ahead.
yeah,
So,
it's something that I wanted to watch, but it's they didn't do
so
well.
Catwoman wasn't a character in one of the Batman movies, like franchise.
She was, but played by someone else, I believe. Um, what's her name? The one that's in
So
Devil Wears Prada.
so Rotten Tomato gave
Oh,
Catwoman
that's
eight.
right. No, she's right. The white lady. I should Meryl Streep. Am
No,
I
not
right?
Meryl Streep.
Shit. Then fuck it. Fuck it.
Rotten Tomato
That would have been
gave
epic.
Catwoman
Yo,
8%, and IMDb gives it a
you
3.5
see
out of 10.
WNBA all over again, bro. This is what I'm talking about, bro. She just stayed. Now, how much did they? How much did they give? What was the rating for the Batman movie that Catwoman was in?
Oh, Katie says, I will tell you, my husband's Michael Keaton. See, was that a poorly made
Mm.
film? I just
Wait. I don't understand that. What happened there right now?
Batman was played by different people. So there was a time where Michael Keaton played Batman. There was a
Yeah,
time where
he was the first one, right? No, not the first. Not excuse me, not the first. I
don't do
don't even know what
that.
the first one was.
Don't do
But
that.
no, the first time I
Bam,
saw it, like in
pow,
80, what is
bip.
it, 88?
Dude, you never watched Batman, like the old Batman?
Yeah, you could be talking about which old Batman, bro? Like the
No.
pow, boom,
Yeah,
bang,
yes, that's what I'm
Shazam.
talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
those were
That's
cool
a
with
fact.
Robin.
Nah, them
yeah.
shits was the best, bro. And I got put onto those late in the
Oh,
game.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah.
Yeah, she played a good
Michelle,
Catwoman.
wait, hold on. You guys are giving me more ADHD, bro. Again, self-diagnosed,
Katie
right?
says
Um,
1989 is Michael Keaton. That's the one with Danny DeVito.
yeah, with the Penguin.
Yeah, the Penguin.
No. Yeah, the first one when he shot the shit down in the middle of Manhattan. Well, Gotham. Nigga shot
You
down
called it
his flight.
Manhattan?
That's what I'm calling it, baby. That nigga was on first or second half or something, bro. When he shot down Michael Jackson's wow. Michael Keaton's bird out the sky with his fucking 16-inch revolver, bro. No, that was the Joker.
That was Jack Nicholas.
Yeah. Hold on. You see? Wait, hold on. Where's Shadow at? We need this nigga on his Google shit
No,
real
they were
quick.
in the same movie. The Penguin wasn't the major
Yeah,
villain.
it's
The
not. He's
Penguin
not the
was
Joker.
the Penguin.
No? How do you pronounce that word again?
Penguin?
Dan DeVito's character? Who?
A penguin?
Repeat it. The Penguin? Miss
Uh-oh.
Messy, how do you pronounce it?
Get yourself together if you want to ask me a question.
He
Lala, how do you pronounce it?
his
How do you pro-
his
how do you
meme
pronounce
is
Danny
gonna
DeVito's
be,
character, yo?
how do you pronounce
Penguin.
it?
You say it one more time?
Penguin.
Peng?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No. Darnell pronounced it so off, it's throwing me off.
Oh man, I've told you this before. I watch more quality content than you do, right? No one does that. You're not gonna last a long time in this business, sir.
Wait, what business are you in that I'm not gonna
I
last
mean,
with?
we're doing content right now, right?
Oh, is that what we're doing? So
We're
you
not on
gotta
a content creation platform. Oh, you get the ability that your face doesn't have to be on here. Okay, you're right.
you got a
How?
leg up on me, right? Pause, huh?
No, it's not a
Is that what
leg.
it
It's
is?
harder. It's
What?
harder. So when you want me to pronounce something correctly, who the fuck? Who gives? Who cares?
You got a few people out there like these dictionaries that might be in this group chat and specifically more so on this WhatsApp phone call.
They need to go find themselves. If they want to go to a channel of an English teacher, by all means, it'd be Ty and the English teacher. Or
Wow. Wow. How about you
You
call
know,
me Ty the English muffin because I'm muffing all the. You get it? No. All right. Anyway. Uh. So Kit Kat is saying she likes the 1989 Batman, the Michael Keaton one, right? Did
mhm,
he star in any other Batman films after that?
I don't think so.
He was just that one. So was there another Batman movie prior to that, or was that the first one? Yeah,
Live
get that.
action. I think
And
that's
that
it.
and she said that was 89. Yo, I was fucking. How old was I?
Two.
God damn it! Did you say two?
59. Um,
I was 82. Jesus Christ. 5, 6,
keep going.
7, 6, 7. I didn't
Six,
want to say
seven.
6, 7.
damn, man,
But
that's gotta be sad. Yeah, it's hard.
so that's the one that I like. I love that one, and I love uh the Bane one.
What about the one with Jim Carrey? When he was like the Riddler, and Uma
I don't
Thurman
I don't
was
remember that.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Poison Ivy. Yeah, I don't think that was a good era for Batman, bro. Like I think like technology and like the filmmaking, like it's like when they made Mortal Kombat, and it was just like just too soon for what they were trying to do.
I think
There's
I
one
think
coming out later this
I
month.
think the movie did well. I
This
think
month.
Jim Carrey was in his era,
I can't
and
trust you. I need you to tell me what Rotten Tomatoes said.
but that's an opinion. Rotten Tomato is not an opinion.
You fucking ran to that bitch like it was your mama earlier with your 8%.
I was supporting the
No disrespect to
argument
Miss Lynch.
that they think that it's trash, because I don't care for Catwoman. I care for Halle Berry. Sorry,
Again, what did Halle Berry play in any of these Batman franchises? In this Batman
she
franchise?
played Catwoman in the Catwoman movie, which is a part of the franchise.
Was
It's
it?
part of the DC attempts at. They just need to find. They don't have the Marvel recipe. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, Marvel
I'm
got it.
not gonna do DC slander on this. I can't do
It's
DC.
not DC slander. It's just look how organized Marvel is. I mean, organized, where you have films about each character, and they kind of flow into the other one. Sometimes one character is in this movie. Then you have, um, dang, why is my brain frying? Avengers. So
So
you got the Avengers films. You have Captain America. You have Thor, and what's the guy with the thing in his chest? Why is my brain frying? Oh, because I'm
Iron
tired.
Man?
Iron Man. I mean,
Oh, Superman?
Iron Man.
Ah. You said the nigga with the S on his chest.
I said
What
the
about
thing on
Mr.
his
Freeze
chest,
like Kit Kat
but I'm
says?
also talking about Marvel. Superman is DC.
No.
no,
Yeah,
I get
I
what you're
didn't
saying, but there's more to why contractually why
know.
they were able to get all of those
Awesome.
movies off.
What phone?
I don't
The
know if that's
Matrix.
open.
No, not the
Who's Big
Matrix.
D? Oh, you're Big D.
Yeah, not the
Nah.
Matrix. I'm talking about the Marvel movies. This it's contractually, like I mean, they did a good job of it, but they
Sorry, Mr.
regurgitated.
Pick. Nah,
She was like,
he
"Who?
asking
Where's
me.
the big D? Who's the big D? What is
I ain't
going
gonna
on
hold you,
there?"
pick. I read that shit and my eyes lit up, and I don't even know if that makes me.
Yeah, pause for saying that too.
Yeah,
Your eyes lit
that
up.
was wild too. When you say your eyes lit up when you saw Big D,
See,
what the hell?
we
Yo,
we were talking about
nah.
philosophy earlier. I don't know where you guys are going with this.
I mean, you can get into
Nah, but
philosophy when you talk about the Matrix.
Mr. Freeze was so Kit Kat, like you talking about Mr. Freeze. I didn't like the Mr. Freeze film or
Arnold.
movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
Arnold.
it was so and it got like horrible fucking I hated that movie like with my entire dark heart.
That's
Yeah,
a lot.
I can't say that I
You
looked
you
for
pay
the.
for it.
I don't look to reviews for these movies though.
Ignoring Miss Messy.
I
What's that
think
D? Big
I
D?
don't look to. Don't call me Big D. I don't look
Little D?
to. My name is Darnell. Just talking. I,
Nah. What is it, Darren?
whatever.
What Daryl? What is it?
Daryl.
Yeah, I get called Daryl a lot. Um, I don't look to these rating sites. I potentially wanted to make a rating site of my own because I really don't, especially in like black movies, films, sitcoms. I don't really trust these rating sites. Like if you want to do this, like okay, the five heartbeats, right? Are we all in line with the five heartbeats? We've all seen this. Everyone on the
Nope.
on the,
Nope. Not big on black films.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's the Temptations. That's not the five heartbeats. Don't do
I
that.
knew
Ah,
you.
damn.
Don't do that.
My B.
Don't do that.
Sit your Come sit your ass down with me now. Be you, bro. Come
I, I,
sit
could-
your
I
ass
could I could
down.
roll I
You
could
know
roll
what?
with you on the Temptations movie. And
Ain't
but
nobody coming to see you, Otis.
The
okay, so look, on Rotten Tomato, the Temptations got a 96%. Eh, I don't think it's a 96.
Is Cisco and Ebert still alive?
I don't think they're working together.
The niggas broke up.
I don't know
But
about
like,
breaking
weren't
up,
they
but
married?
Who are you talking about?
stop it.
Cisco and Ebert. The only niggas you can watch on TV that was rating films at that time.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You don't know who Cisco? Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. Look at my Google. Nigga, Shadow got me working hard tonight.
Where is he?
Cisco and Ebert.
Cisco and you
Yeah, Cisco.
like Cisco.
Cisco.
I thought that D got you saying let me see that thong.
Nah.
Cisco.
Yo, you see what I'm talking
Yikes.
about? Change the monogram, bro. You
That
can't see the
thong, the
monogram no
thong,
more,
thong,
bro.
thong.
Wait, how you say thong?
Thong, the thong, thong, thong.
This nigga repeated it. I'm out of here.
Bro, I ain't afraid of the
So,
internet, bro.
then,
When these movies came out, I was younger and just happy to go see a film. I wasn't really caring that it was a DC film or that it came from the comics that I actually appreciated. But now, I mean, later in life, I appreciated it more.
So,
I am disappointed in what they did with Catwoman. I would love to see them do it again.
wait,
Just
Batman?
Catwoman.
Oh my God, you still on this, bro? Then we covered all of this yesterday.
It's part of the DC, so I have to talk about it.
Okay, and what about Tomb Raider?
What about Tomb Raider?
Exactly my point. Tom says the first the Batman was in the 60s. Darnell, have you ever seen that?
Yeah, that was like 15 minutes ago, maybe 20.
Man,
What?
no one addressed it though.
I said it. The Arnold thing is right after it. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've seen the Batman movies from I guess he's saying from
Oh,
the
you know what?
'60s.
I think I did see that too. That one had Robin in it, right? They were wearing those tights.
Mm-hmm. That's when they had the blue. They was wearing the blue trunks with
Mm.
the gray like bodysuit kind of.
Nah, both you niggas is from the 60s all of a goddamn sudden.
80s
No,
babies. We watched a lot of old content. What do you syndication,
yeah,
man? Did you Yuffie? Did you watch westerns?
I
yes,
did, but
I remember
like
the
that
show.
wasn't my thing. It was more so my father because he came from Jamaica and they thought that westerns is like the it for America. Dominicans too, according to
What do you mean the
yeah,
it?
yes, man. The it like
The,
that was America. Like that was American film. Like just westerns, nothing else. That drama shit, throw it out the window. It was just it was just westerns. I come in and he'll just be watching a western. I'm like, yo, bro, it ain't a single black man in this shit, bro.
You must
He
not
watches it
you
like that
you
to this day.
you must not know that the black men here were watching westerns too, right?
We could take a vote to
You,
change the
you don't
to
know
change
that
the
I
screen,
watch westerns?
but you're not black though.
Oh, okay. 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 I think you're missing a connection there. I think you may not realize that you're wrong about it.
Yeah, how can I be wrong about anything?
I know.
Since I've joined this stream, I've never been wrong.
That's right. That's right. You're not wrong. You're right.
let's take a
Flip
poll.
it. Let's take a poll.
Yeah, let me put up
You
a
want to
quick
take a
a
poll,
quick poll
freak?
again.
Oh, you want to take another poll, huh? Which poll you want to take? Which poll you want to take?
All right,
Miss
we
Missy,
hear
which poll
you.
you trying?
Katie
Huh?
did say Tom is
Yuffie,
over the
Yuffie. I just
top
want to know we
Marvel
hear you.
fan. Do you think we're done with like well obviously we're not done. I wish we were done. Am I the only one that has that opinion that I could do without any more Marvel movies?
Marvel,
Wait,
Yeah, like
Marvel or wait?
I-
Nah, Marvel's is fire all the
we're
time.
not done.
Nah,
yeah,
they come back with another fire Avenger is over.
I just like I like new stories. I feel like we just keep I don't
Nah, you
know.
tripping?
And there's a lot of
Fast and
people.
Furious fucked it up for you.
No, I
You feel like
wasn't.
the Marvel has been repeated?
No, not repeated. I'm just saying we can go back to making like since they dominate the money, right? They've done a great job of making a good amount of films. That doesn't leave room for other ideas, many other ideas that could be in that lane because
Like
when
what?
well, they're not being written because once we had the writer's strike, you don't have all of these great new movies. The next Marvel, you don't have that
I
coming
like
out.
Tom. Get Tom on here, Cat.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that I don't like it's
So if
like
you had it
it's
your
like
way, what would you introduce?
what do you mean? We need creators creating new ideas, new films.
Give me a you know the spitball an idea
All
real quick.
right, name one black movie that was just about good things happening.
Wakanda forever.
Nope.
Damn. Okay. Creed forever.
Nope. Just to make
Uh,
Creed, you had to make a story out of wedlock. Nope.
damn. Sinners.
Didn't see it yet, but I could tell from the title.
The Wire.
Yeah, keep
Oh my
going deep.
gosh.
Go deep.
Medea.
Ah,
Oh
okay.
my Jesus, that was worse than the wire. That was worse than the wire, bro. Oh shit.
Katie says he
So,
doesn't type.
so Kit Kat, tell him to join the chat. Then we'll send him an invite.
Yeah, we'll send him an invite. He could call up.
Bless you.
Oh,
Bless
okay.
you. But we have a rule here. It only could be 3 people, so it'll be 3 males when he join.
Well, Katie, we're happy to hear from Mr. Tom.
Yeah. No, but you guys don't feel that. You don't feel like I remember when people would say that when we were growing up and they were remaking films like The Parent Trap,
Well,
and it's like, why can't we just what is wrong with writing new concepts and new ideas? We just regurgitate a lot of things.
Because it
yeah,
worked, I
I
guess.
Well, you say work,
nah.
you're talking about this is a business decision. I'm not talking about a business decision. They're making the
Mm-hmm.
right business decision because they keep
Mm-hmm.
dragging the same people to feel the same emotion. Ain't no new emotions. That's exciting, but it doesn't mean that we have diversity. The movies aren't what they were when we were younger because the movie theaters, that's a struggling industry.
As of when? Do you think it was since COVID?
No, this is long before COVID. That's a hard business, bro. It's a hard business. It's a lot of overhead in the business to hold a movie theater. People people stopped going to movie theaters a long time ago. Their prices were going up. It has more to do with the on demand aspect. When Netflix first came in and people were fine with getting DVDs passed around like the post
You
Blockbuster
mean before
era.
Netflix? What was it? Redbox? Wait.
No, Redbox is
Also,
not before Netflix. I'm saying before the
you
Netflix
sure?
digital. Yeah, Netflix has been around. Netflix was just a
Hold on,
DVD
nigga.
service. Redbox
Kit
is
Kat.
a DVD vending machine. Netflix
Yeah.
was a DVD service.
Yeah, but Redbox wasn't. You telling me it wasn't available before Netflix came about?
Yeah, I'm absolutely certain about that.
I gotta Google that, champ, because I promise you, I thought Redbox was in the game first.
Netflix follows. They are the ones who killed off Blockbuster. So if you're saying Redbox goes back to Blockbuster, what is the means of the concept of Redbox if there's a Blockbuster?
This nigga just asked me a fucking boardroom meeting question. Next.
It's business. You want to talk business?
No, I didn't want to talk business, nigga. You said that was the business. I'm talking about the creativity. Let's go back to that. So, fuck. Nigga,
Well, that's the
you want me to go
thing.
quiet for the next 30 minutes?
There's
And then back
no
out.
the independence, and this is not just movies. It's games too. The game Mick the Pick, if he's still in the chat, we talk about that. There isn't as much creativity because there's a small group of companies nowadays. They don't even make full games. They don't have to. They just send updates. Oh, we're gonna update this. They just charge. They just keep charging kids for things to buy in the game. People are buying add-ons inside the games, micro purchases. We'll give you the game for free, but if you want something in the game, you gotta pay for it.
What these bitches want from a nigga?
There's no we're not allowing for creativity. Katie says there's still, that is the Blockbuster that is more of like a museum at this point. It's like
ain't that the only one open?
Yeah, that's like the nostalgic Blockbuster. I will be making my way there. I never held.
I wouldn't mind going with you, but not with you, like as a family.
Why
trip.
you can't? Why you can't go with me?
No, I would.
You said, hey girl, I wouldn't mind going with you.
Nah, those words never left my lips, brother. I don't
Your
know where this is
lips?
going again.
Your
Yo,
lips.
Pig, help me out, champ.
Your lips?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Lord. I'm about to go, son. Yo, what's going on here, son?
Yeah.
Yes, only that. Yeah.
No, but there's just no. I don't see the creativity. So when you, yeah, there's endless comic book strips that you could make. There's characters that people scream about, and then it becomes you fighting against yourself. Like once they have you fighting against yourself,
This is mine.
at that point you're so successful that there is no competition because people are fighting amongst themselves both of the assets you own. No, we should do this movie. No, we should do this movie. You're just fighting about what's the best one within the Marvel, universe. So, hey, from a business, I get it, but I like to see creativity. I want to see the. I want to see.
What would be something?
I want to see
What would
comic
shock
books.
you right now?
It's not about shock value. It's just diversity. I don't. I
Okay.
was not a comic book kid. I think a lot of people lie to
Somebody gave you a heart.
themselves. Were you a comic book kid, Ty, or were
I
you?
don't know.
So you
That was
are.
reading.
You were what?
I said that was reading.
Okay. What? You couldn't read the comic book?
I could.
Oh,
But
you
why? I
just
went
that
to
just
go
wasn't.
outside and play football.
Yeah. So a lot of people who have gotten hooked to these movies, they also are not comic book kids. So they have a different connection than the people who were comic book kids, right? And I'm not saying that they all can't pay the ticket. That's totally fine. But I just see it as a stark difference. Like you don't know the depth of these stories. You're just waiting for some movie to come, and of course they're gonna wow you with some graphics. They're gonna make a connection from one film to the next. Um, Katie says Tom still has boxes of comics. Yeah, absolutely. And that
Nice.
person,
Are they worth? Are they what
um,
is it? What's the are they are they worth much?
I
I mean, comic books are definitely worth much. You go to Comic Con, there are tables and tables of people with comic books to sell or trade or
I have
share.
comics. I have comic books. I was just looking at my stuff the other day. I just was not into that.
Yeah, I wasn't into comic books either.
Most people that grew up in our generation wasn't. I would say I don't remember like
Our generation or our community.
I would say I'm just saying we knew a lot of. If you knew a lot of people, and then go to college, I meet more people. I didn't come across all these people that we could geek out talking about comic books. I think a lot more people when the movies came out, you gravitated to the movie, and that's what got you into Marvel. You're
Mm.
aware that they are made off of comic books, but that's just like saying Batman. I like the DC films. I never had Batman cartoons. For me, all the old Batman toys that sucked when I was a kid, and the Batmobile was cool as I don't know what. So that is what allowed for me to want to be into that series. Same with Superman.
I would like to go back
I
about 35 seconds when you use the phrase geeked out.
I knew a lot of people into comic books, and I don't know if that I necessarily had access to comic books, but I had cards of comic um book
The fuck?
figures, like X-Men.
hmm You mean
I was into
action
X-Men.
figures?
No, I mean like
No, the
cards,
card.
trading cards.
Oh, trading cards. Okay.
Mm.
I mean, I think they're called trading cards, but I had cards. I wasn't necessarily trading them. I was
Yeah.
trying to acquire them.
Yeah. Well, to
Mm.
put it this way, and I'm very familiar with cards because in our neighborhood, you always get like one card store, right?
1987.
Those stores, they struggled to stay open because the demand wasn't there. I used
Which
to
card store were you going to?
on
Excuse me?
188th, 188th,
Eh,
across Grand Concourse.
Uh,
I used to sell
wait,
cards.
between the concourse and Creston,
Yes.
it got to be there. I don't remember exactly where, but I think I remember something
It was on the
being up there.
if you
But
going west, it was on the left side across from the Korean
yeah, well, if you headed
fish
east, and which
market.
is closer to you, over there about 187th between Hoffman and what is that? Hoffman and
Mr. Tom, what are your
Awesome.
top comics that you have?
You said me?
Mr. Tom, top
Oh,
three, if you
what is
can
that?
give top
87.
three comics series.
87. See, but that's a different generation. That's pre Dream Team.
That's
I
yeah.
mean,
I was
think about it though. I just said something, but let's look at the gravity of what I just said, Ty and Missy.
Mhm.
In 1988 and 1984, the Olympics only allowed for amateur athletes in certain sports like basketball. That's why the Dream Team is so significant. So I would argue that a lot changed in our culture when Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, Nike started dominating TV commercials. And our interest started to change, and it changed very fast because of apparel. And in that change, the comics, they don't have the same hold that they would have had prior to that, because everybody now wants to be Bo Jackson or Michael Jordan. And prior to that, it was not that wasn't a, they didn't dominate national headlines in TV.
mm, that's an interesting take. I'm not sure that that is.
I'm about to
It
say because
depends
I don't think
on,
she
I guess,
agree with it.
access.
What do you mean
Probably
access? We didn't
because
have no one had
access
access at that time. We
access to what?
well, we most of sports still came. That's what I'm saying. The TV deals weren't there
I'm
yet.
saying access to comics, right? So you have this new thing that is taking your attention. What was your
hmm
access to the comics
The
that
comics were there
you can
first,
be
though.
drawn away?
The comics were there
I
first, though.
understand that.
So that would
I
mean that the
understand that.
business model of comics is already there. Any of my older cousins that are 70s babies, they were hella into comics. So that industry was already played out, is what I'm saying. It already went its course. You go into the late 80s, I was in junior high school in mid 90s, right? I was frequenting the games, the stores that had cards because I used to sell cards. Comics were a sideshow in those stores. They were not super dominant because it just didn't I didn't feel the demand. What I felt was everybody outside trying to be Michael Jordan.
I didn't experience that.
Yeah, I'm not
Maybe because
saying
I'm a.
there isn't a alternate way to see that. I'm just saying
Mhm.
literally in the business used to be there. They used to have that was a big business. What took the business away? We don't have comic book shops everywhere. So when you said access, I was just saying that they kind of declined. It wasn't that like, oh, they were few and far between because they were just starting up. Um,
Can you name a comic book store now?
Now, not. I know I got a card shop out here that sells comics, but it's just like
Mm.
it's called is it called East Coast Card Collectors?
Is it an actual like storefront
Yeah, yeah.
or like from somebody's house?
No, it's actual storefront. They're a very popular card. They do D and
What
D
is
tournaments. You don't know what that is?
Yeah.
DMD.
Yeah. I remember, like, for me, I remember in the 90s, comics being accessible and popping, actually. And then a lot of these stories that I think are being used now for these, like, let's say Marvel films, they were developed in the late 80s and
Wow, for
90s, if I'm not,
$17.
It's a meal, though,
I
no?
mean, correct me if I'm
I
wrong.
think it's a bargain to drink.
Tom says cards were more popular than comics in the 90s. That's my point.
It is a percentage then, no?
Okay.
Cheese and
Yeah.
served to each other.
Yeah, I can't speak to why. I just don't. I remember there feeling like there was a decline, and I really understood it once the Spider-Man films start coming out, because it threw me for a loop when they started, like, we put one out and then we remade it and and it was just like, why? I don't understand. And then everything came behind that, and because my lived experience wasn't that this was a big deal. I didn't see the need for it, and I'm still on that roller coaster. And I know that
For
they're,
Spider-Man?
well, just Marvel as a whole. I feel like growing up, if you had, we're in the video game era, right? Did you have any Marvel video games?
I I didn't really play video games, so
Uh,
let me have
Yuffie,
this session.
are you aware of any Marvel video games? Let's just talk about
Yeah.
popularity.
Well, what was the Capcom joint? Wasn't that
Capcom
Marvel
versus
versus?
Marvel. That's an arcade
Yeah.
game. Okay. There's the X-Men game that was super popular,
Hmm.
but that's it.
I might have played that actually.
What, the X-Men or the Marvel versus
X-Men,
Capcom?
X-Men, X-Men, X-Men.
Yeah, that was the X-Men joint. That was my joint on Genesis. But
Yeah, because I had a Genesis, or a
but
family Genesis.
family
So like
Genesis.
I played when I could.
But by and large, what I'm saying is the popularity of the Marvel movies now. You would think that in the day of Genesis, that those would be the most popular games around. Tom says he had a Marvel video game, and that, I mean, but Tom also was into the comics, and that's kind of what I'm saying, right? Like, if you're into it, you're into it. I mean, I had Shaq Fu.
I had Shaq Fu too.
Absolutely, Shaq Fu's an awesome game.
It came with the Sega.
Oh, you got Sega late.
I did.
She said it came with the Sega. I got Sega the second year. The first years, the first form factor used to come with Altered Beast. The second came with Sonic 2. I didn't even know they came with Shaq Fu. That's hilarious. It's a great game though. But yeah, I just
I love
don't.
that game.
I don't remember those games being a big deal. Like Todd did say, Marvel versus Capcom, but that's like an arcade game. Like, we could play that all the time, anytime. That's always, those fighting games are always gonna get love. But I just didn't see the stories being built. X-Men kind of didn't they kind of lead off with the X-Men movies, and those were okay. Wasn't Halle Berry in one of those too?
And what?
X-Men.
Halle Berry? Yes, she was. She played Storm.
Storm, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
those are old. Pong being all the rave. Yeah. Yeah, no. That's back when they used to just name games whatever they were. If it was a basketball game, they just called the game basketball.
98 live. You like double dribble.
No. Yeah, you wish. Double dribble. I got the, like,
Shoot it.
I got the Atari pack, and there's a game on it called baseball,
Yeah, get
basketball,
the Parma herb fries, Parmesan herb fries.
Killer Instinct. Oh, I like it. I like it. Yeah, man, the games are fun. Games were fun. I still play games though, so I'm happy about that. I finally made it back. I took like a 20-year break.
Because your kids had to get you into it, though.
No, it wasn't my kids. Before I had kids, I played Rocket League predominantly. That game released in 2015, and I was intrigued by I was like, man, what is this thing about cars playing soccer? That looks awesome. And for a long time, I just said, I don't know how I'm going to get to it, but I finally made it. I play more than my kids. They're not as serious about gaming as I am.
Mhm.
I tear them up. Just working on my rank
Gaming is
grind.
different
Do you
nowadays
know what
for kids.
couch co-op is?
Couch co-op.
Yeah.
This nigga's making up games.
So Mick the Pick actually told me this yesterday. She's just using her husband's words. So, Yuffie, you don't know what couch co-op is?
Hell no. That shit sound like a free game on a disc.
So I'm working on this idea that has to do with setting up some game consoles like workstations, and Mick the Pick says like you got to add some Super Smash Brothers to that. That makes sense, right? And I'm like, can you still play it in person? He said, you mean couch co-op? I was gonna say, what? So if you're able to play the game in person with another person, it's called couch co-op. Disrespectful.
Couch
All
co-op.
all games or most games are not made to be played in the same room. So we each need a workstation. Like that's the direction things have gone. So it has to be listed as a couch co-op game. So Smash Brothers is still a couch co-op. So learn something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How long have we been using couch co-op? Are we really going to be pushing this?
I don't know. I got to get that from Mick the Pick, but it's on. If you sort it,
No, I wasn't.
if you sort games on Steam, it's like an official category. So I don't think this is like a fad. This is the kids of today. This is how they've grown up. I mean, my sons, they don't play many games outside they don't play any games outside the Switch that they could play together. The Switch is kind of the only thing left really that you sit down and you play it together. Not really. I mean, it depends on the game, right? But I tend to have older games. Like I'm not getting the Switch 2 for a while. I'm not getting the Switch 2 until they have Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu was fun.
I agree. I agree. It was ahead of its time, to be honest with you.
It sure was. They should bring that back.
Did you like the Shaq movies?
Shaq movies, like what?
Steel?
I don't think I've seen that.
No. So you know how Shaq can't shoot free throws? At the end of the movie, like him as a character, he had to shoot like something through this metal gate in order to save everybody. It was so funny, man. It's a good movie though. He lived in a time, man. Bet on Shaq. That's all I'll say.
Hmm.
He has made some great decisions. Yuffie, you still with
Hmm.
us?
Yeah, no, I was about to head out, so I'm just getting ready. But yeah, I'm here.
You heading out? Okay.
Gotta get some food. The lady's hungry.
It must be great to live in NYC. If
Yep,
I
it
if I
must be
was
great to
going to
live
get
where they have
food,
comic book stores and you can buy cards still.
Can you get me something
you
too?
don't you can't buy
I could
cards
definitely
and
get you some. What you
comics.
need? I'll deliver it to where you live.
You can't buy cards and comics today.
No.
Why not?
I'm sure you can.
You absolutely can. Times Square. You can go. There's a
Who
store
the
over there.
hell travels south? You tripping? Out of
Go
control
to
with that one.
GameStop.
Go to a gay stop.
I didn't say gay stop. I said game stop. But you go where you want to go. Okay, wherever you feel comfortable.
Oh God, there's always those people.
Yeah, things shut down up here a lot earlier than 1 a.m.
You're
So
moving like a black Karen, Carisha.
can't just.
Katie, you're young at heart. You're the youngest here at heart.
I'll challenge that.
Oh, it's almost 1 a.m. Listen, I did not get any sleep last night.
Yeah, yeah. Let's call it what it is. Thanks guys. This was awesome again. Uh,
Hold on. You said it was almost 1 a.m., so this nigga cut his shit short. You ain't shit, bro.
what do you
You ain't shit.
mean?
I'll tell you right now.
It's
Watch
a
it. It's
it's
almost 1 a.m. Like he busting us
no
off, bro.
no. See, first of all, you're leaving, and you said that.
No,
Um,
I said I was leaving the apartment. I was leaving the
okay.
chat.
Well, you got something to end us?
Hell yeah.
What you got?
I want I want to talk about that shit I put in the group chat about Brittany Griner doing the split.
What was my response?
Oh, oh, you said that shit was trash. No,
I
you said it was
said
disgusting.
disgusting, bro.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
And then La, I need I need a more clarification for both of you guys.
Yeah, like
Nigga
out
said,
of all things to say, why disgusting?
I
wait, do you
just
not think it was disgusting?
No, I don't. I don't.
What did you think of it?
She's flexible.
That was, yeah,
she doesn't.
ODA.
With all due
It's not.
respect, she tries not to live her life like a she. She actually said she was a dad. Last time I checked, dads are he's. Um, so I don't know if that's AI. I don't even, was it something to click on? Because I was not
Mad funny.
I was not clicking on that. I just saw the quote, and that was enough for me. Um, I want nothing to do with that. I don't want that in my history. I don't.
Why? This is
I
really
just
interesting to me
told you
because
she Shim.
Yo, gas is 419, bro. What the fuck?
listen,
Sorry.
there humans can do the split. Why is it that when this person is doing it, it's the most egregious thing, the most disgusting thing? It's like she was doing
Cause
the
the nigga's
split for you.
7-Eleven. Cause the
And
nigga's
I don't get
7-Eleven
it.
and a male.
Ugh.
I'm just not. Yeah,
Oh, see, you're disgusted too. See?
I'm just
I'm
not.
disgusted by your comments and your energy towards that. It's
Oh
like
my God. Grow up.
if it was a gymnast doing the split, would you say that's disgusting?
Does the gymnast say
Grindr,
she's a?
yes.
Does the gymnast say she's a dad?
It doesn't matter if a gymnast says she's a dad. The NBA players do the split. Wemby can do the split. Is
I
that
don't.
disgusting?
Yeah, it is. It is.
No, it's not.
No, that's to you. That's an opinion.
Yeah,
I don't.
exactly.
Why is it disgusting?
Cause I'm not. Cause I'm not. I did not click on the
What is a
video.
split to you? What is that?
I didn't click on the video. What I see, I'll just for the chat. What I see is like a sort of sensual, like I got my finger in my mouth and I'm going down
What?
for a split. That's what the picture
What?
shows. It's intentional. See, you have to understand. We're on social media.
So
Just look at the
because this
thumbnail.
person who because this person um to you is more masculine,
No, it's
that's
not
why
to
it's
me.
disgusting.
She says she's a dad. This is a self identification as a dad. I don't have to call Shim masculine. Shim said,
All right,
Kidda, D, Kidda.
let's forget about them calling themselves a dad. If they didn't call themselves a dad, but you knew that
Oh
they
my
were
God.
labeled a stud, because I know you
"No,
guys
I
love
I don't
studs.
care about no studs are to be
I'll crack a
protected.
I'll definitely,
Oh
Studs
my
are
I'll
to be
gosh.
definitely crack
protected."
a stud. That's a fact.
You thought we was going to backtrack? Studs are to be protected.
Exactly, right? I'll crunch a stud into
I
dust. Fuck with
I'm
me.
not going there, but they're to be protected. That's all I'm saying.
But no. You see how she tried to use that against us? Because you guys like studs. That niggas love
No, no,
calling
no. Hold. Don't do the
niggas.
you
They're not
guys
using
like
it
studs.
against you.
No, I just said they're to be protected. Everyone's on their own journey, and they may be a little lost, and some people can help them get found. But the one who said they're dad, ain't nothing we can do with that.
If y'all let me take a picture of Fordham right here by Arthur and see all these never mind.
What you got? What's over there?
Uh it's a different looking area at this time of night.
What, like Hunts Point, like?
Nah, not Hunts Point. It's a it's you have
Make the pick is
it's
voting for our
gentrified.
podcast. Oh, they living their
This
best
one,
life out there. Yeah,
look
Missy,
at them. They come. Yo,
I'm sorry, but this is one of those times where you said that I say a point that disappoints you. Um, I did not click on the video. What I could
Hmm.
tell you is that the thumbnail is triggering for me because the thumbnail is saying more than less intentionally. Whoever made it, whoever clipped it, they did it intentionally to ignite something. And because of the person, that is where I'm standoffish because and I don't really, it doesn't bother me how they self-identify. I'm going along with what they said. They said they're dad. I don't want to see no dads doing a split and sending it to my inbox. I don't want no dads. Yuffie, you a
Hmm.
dad? I don't want to see you split.
absolutely.
Don't send
I
don't do a
I
split. And matter of
hold on.
fact, I seen
Just for the
myself
record, I
doing a
have done the
split.
split.
I've
I can't. I don't know if I can do the split now, but I would 100% have done the split many a times as a dad.
I did a yoga pose. I just got a video yesterday.
What?
You guys are going crazy right now.
I did a
No,
yoga
no,
You
no, no,
did
no,
a
no.
pose.
split. You
He
did a
just went
yoga
ham with
pose,
that yoga
and
pose.
I don't know what it's called. I'll tell you what it's
and
called. I just
and
did.
Griner can't do the split.
No. You didn't let me
Jeez.
finish. You didn't let me finish. I did. My wife sent me a video. We get a lot of these memory videos because AI is all digging through. And I got a video of me doing some yoga pose that my daughter asked me to do. I'm not sending that to Yuffie. He don't want another dad doing anything like that. No, I'm not sending that to him.
Hmm.
It wasn't a split, but it was. I got stretched out. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah,
Whoa.
nigga, you going crazy tonight, bro. That was pure fucking wickedness. I
Oh,
ain't gonna
come
lie to
on,
you. Yo,
Make
man.
the
end this shit.
pick.
It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock in
Excuse
Hawaii,
I'm,
us.
I'm,
Honolulu.
yo, you guys is trying to get on Cameron's podcast. I'm not. I don't care about all that. All I'm telling you is I'm not sending that to no man. Not doing it.
Hmm.
That's
Copy that.
crazy.
I'm gonna find the pose right now. I'm looking for yo. I got this yoga thing up.
The downward dog.
Why you gotta do me like that?
It wasn't the sun salutation.
No, no, yeah.
Cat pose.
Mick the Pig says now this is a late night stream.
Yeah, that's more funny.
Yeah.
I can't get nothing but Etsy. Everything is Etsy. Hold on, let me try and get a picture. Do you guys do
And
yoga?
say the correct name of the pose. Don't give me the English name.
The correct name of the pose.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I don't think I see it. But it's
Because you're
the
looking at the pose right now and it's looking crazy.
you want to see
That's
you.
what's going on.
I don't care if you see what I'm looking at. I'm trying
He
to.
said,
I'm trying. Look,
this pose is looking a little sus
I'm
right now. I
trying
don't
to
know. I can't
interpret
find it.
it. No, it's
I
just that
see it, but I can't find it.
it's like this extended side angle, but it's actually this reverve. So my hand is up in the air like that, like the extended side angle, but
Your
my
legs are like in a
oh
triangle.
no, it's the runner. It looks like the runner's lunge, but my hand is up. One is underneath my
Big man
leg,
got Tyler.
and the other one is up in the air, straight up in the air.
Okay.
See, I'll send it to you, Missy. Not sending
Okay.
it to Ty.
Me? Okay.
Excuse me.
You don't see the
little brother.
limitation though. You don't see where it doesn't like that's not okay.
I see where it's not okay for you to think that it's disgusting.
The dad
Yeah, I
mom
definitely do
thing,
see that.
like I didn't care
Yo,
how.
don't let her try to control your life, bro.
I didn't care. I don't really care about her business, like who she is, what she represents. I don't care that she got a couple domestic violence cases against her spouses. I don't care about none of that. I don't care that she. What happened?
Nah,
Oh,
go off.
I don't care that she left the first situation ship that she was in and they filed for child support. I don't care about all of that. But when you start going shirtless, when you finally have the kid that you want and you say you're a dad, I gotta treat you like one of the guys now. I don't even think that's classified as a stud. I think she's not. I wouldn't call her a guy. I would call her a dad. She told me she's a dad.
You're doing a lot.
I'm only using her words. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even like making something up here. I'm not talking about looks or anything. I'm just saying she's a dad. I found that to be really controversial, and I don't want to polarize anyone. I don't want to say anything that offends anyone. I felt offended being a dad. But if you feel like
Why did you feel offended being a dad? What does that take away from you?
being offended doesn't mean that it takes something away from you. It just means that the way that I see the world, the way that I see nature, the way that we interpret that word, because obviously it's a cultural word, but I believe that Shim and I is in a similar culture.
Shim and I?
You heard him. Why you repeating? You heard exactly what I have the hardest problem hearing here, and I heard exactly what he said. You really trying to call people out some bullshit, yo. I don't like that.
Okay.
He sound like he on a prison phone, right?
He's hangry. He's hangry.
He on a prison phone.
I did get my food though.
Phone check. No, I think we're in the same culture, and I think what should I say? Should I say her?
I mean,
No, I'm
Did you say
asking. I
what
want to be
you?
respectful.
I don't know how they identify. Actually,
Oh,
you
how
can.
they
I
identify.
oh
Yo,
my
she's talking about
God.
one person.
Oh,
She said they, how they
oh my
identify.
God.
I love it. I love it.
It's crazy, son.
Yuffie gonna be stuck. He be like, who you? It's only one kid in here. What you mean they?
Yo, nah, bro. They be trying to give too much to them.
You were comfortable prior to to this assignment of identities and them saying they. You were comfortable saying they when you were talking about people when you didn't want to use their name. That was okay. But now that it's aligned with
Different context. That's a
um
fact. Yes.
okay.
They, when I can't identify who that individual or individuals are,
Uh-huh.
it are. hmm So, with that being said,
No,
We're getting very
I'm
controversial.
not trying. I'm not trying
Yeah.
to, Katie. I'm sorry. I don't mean to go deep down the like. Obviously, everyone has their own personal beliefs. There was an image that was sent around in our group chat, and I just think that I'm actually trying not to be controversial. I'm trying to say the person self-identified as a dad, even though the claim is that they were born a female. So I'm staying along the lines of respecting them and saying that they're a dad because they said they're a dad. And I don't look at dads do splits. So I can't look at.
what if that dad's a gymnast?
I don't. There's male gymnasts don't do the same events. Not all the same
So
events.
do,
They don't.
do they do splits?
They do. They do.
Yeah. And
I
they
don't
do the
watch
splits
them.
in
I'm
their
sorry.
in their
I'm
prospective events.
you're switching it back to last night because guess what? I don't watch male gymnasts.
Guess what?
Interesting.
I only watch the
That's
Paralympics.
that's real interesting.
The
I'm gonna
male
I'll just
gymnasts
leave
are
it there.
not. They're not as exciting.
What's not exciting about what they do?
Let me from a technical side. Let's look at the difference between the events that they do because I'm not super into the rings. I'm just saying from an event perspective, I'm not into the rings. Um, I feel like when I watch gymnastics, the there's a solo aspect, and then there's a team aspect, and the commentary is really driven into like, like I know the woman's story because that story has been played out since we were kids. We've always known gymnast names. I don't really know male gymnast name. Even when I was a kid, they weren't really popularized like that to me. So yeah, I don't know. It's nothing to do because I know where you're going with it, but it's
You don't
not
know where
that.
I'm going.
Well, you
I'm not
went
going
last
anywhere.
night. Was that
It just
men?
went there on its own. I didn't take it there.
Yeah, but I'm being honest with you. Women don't do rings, and I don't find that I don't like that event.
So it's just the rings.
Men don't do floor exercises.
Yes, they do.
They do? I didn't know they do. I don't. I tell you, I actually don't watch men gymnastics. I just don't. What do you know? Can you tell me if I don't? Since I don't have to look it up, since you know a lot about it, can you tell me what events are different?
I didn't say I know a lot about it, but they
Okay.
do the floor. They do
Okay.
the vaults, those bars.
hmm those
They
Those
bars.
do
bars? The fuck? Be respectful, bro.
um they do floor routines. There are a lot of similarities. I mean, in what they do. I haven't seen Of course, the rings. That's the
Okay,
only thing
so the
we're
unique
coming up with.
events: men pommel horse, steel rings, parallel bars, and horizontal bars or high bar. The woman uneven bars and the balance beam. Yeah, I'm just programmed to watch the women's gymnastics. I
Mm-hmm.
don't.
Why? Me too.
No, I
Yeah.
told you. I
Go ahead.
think
Ask Yuffie.
yeah, because my answer wasn't good
You ain't
enough.
gotta
Because
ask me. I'm
she
gonna tell you regardless. Shit.
why?
No, I'm just saying, like, you go ahead and ask him because me asking is like, I'm trying to create
You
something
know
here.
what?
That is there.
You know what? It's 1 o'clock,
No,
y'all.
there is
It's
nothing.
1 o'clock.
Stop that. There is nothing. I'm not saying that you're trying to create something. I'm saying you're not. I don't, just accept the answer. I gave the answer. I didn't shy away from it. I told you the commentary, the storyline that's involved in women's gymnastics. I mean, they're unique. There's these little, young women, sometimes little girls that are of the perfect size to do these events, and they train super
Oh,
hard. And this history, this tradition it's played out throughout my life and watching the Olympics. So men, for whatever reason, just have not been. Maybe it's because of the success of the USA gymnastics team. Maybe that's what it is. But I definitely watch them more than.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the success of the USA team. I mean, Dominique Dawes. I could not name a male gymnast from growing up. I just can't.
come on, Kevin Lou.
No, I don't know who you talking about, bro.
I don't know. I made that up. It
Yeah,
sounds
you
like
thought I was gonna say yes. It's horrible
you
podcasting.
remember Kevin Lou,
Yeah,
bro?
remember Kev?
Come on, son. 96, 97.
Kev on the pommel horse.
Mm-hmm.
Like
That
when
nigga
you
had
when
a
you
perfect nine.
when you turn on the tube, Missy, and you see if you were to see a highlight of gymnastics, I would see. Mr. Pick says, "Bro, Kevin Lou." If you see a highlight, you're gonna see a highlight of a woman's gymnast with a broken foot, and she was on what event is that? She was on the balance beam, and she or the one where they run the vault, and they flipped and then they stuck the landing, and that is what plays time and time and time again. So yeah, it's not like Yuffie watching beach volleyball. It's not the same.
It's definitely not the same. Don't worry. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Did you see the chat? Make the pick said Kevin Lou is mad good. 96, 97, great rings
That's a
routine.
fact. His CNN interview was even better.
What is more popular, men's or women's gymnastics? Do you know,
I would
Missy?
say women. I think it's more televised. Like they got more notoriety, but I feel like when they really talking about the sport, they naming the men.
I'm laughing at Nick. Mick the pick with this. What if they were an electrician who does splits to reach low angles?
Yeah,
I'll pay him more.
I'm not. See, she trying to pay him more. She don't know if she in the strip club or what. I'm not with
No,
it.
I'd be like, wow, you really,
I'm good.
you really did that.
I'm good.
Effort, E for effort.
Nah, ain't no ease going around over here. You gonna get up out my house with that
Only
split, homie.
D's. Only D's going around.
Mm-mm.
You gonna, so according to the internet, women's gymnastics is significantly more popular than men's. And to support
Why?
Yuffie,
Why?
it says in terms of television viewership, NCAA attendance, and general public recognition, driven by
But
stars
what
like
makes it more
Simone
popular? It
Biles.
gotta be
What do you mean? Oh, please. Okay, so
I'm certain that if
can you
I
name
don't
three
have to.
gymnasts? Can you name three gymnasts that was in the last Olympics?
Yeah, nigga. Jordan some shit.
Charles.
Dominique Dawes.
Stop.
The last Olympics? What did she receive an award for being an
You
old
ain't say you.
lady?
Hold on. That was the last one I watched. Okay,
Well,
last
Simone
one I
Biles
watched.
and Jordan Childs wasn't in the last one. If it was Dominique Dawes in it,
All right, the last one I remembered. What you want? What you want to do here, brother? What you want to do?
you got the
It's like you
mind.
trying to pick a fight. It's also we got to go to bed.
No,
Every nigga in here should be in bed at this time with
nah,
these
you can't.
ages.
Sorry, see, Miss Singer, he can't. Missy, he can't put me to bed. Like this is you can't do this thing. This
You can't put me in bed.
what are you doing, bro?
You can't put me in bed. It's tough for a nigga to put you to bed before you
Yo,
took them
see,
shots.
I ain't gonna sleep for a
Yo,
whole day now.
nigga up, eyes mad red with a cup of Joe in his hand, son.
You
Pause.
got dads trying to put other dads to bed. Nah, we not doing that. We good.
Boy.
Having a cup of Joe in your hand is wild though.
We not doing that. Yeah. So I
I
guess
just got some food.
you wasn't saying that, Missy. You was just trying to let me defend my case.
I'm lost.
Did I do a good job of
What?
defending my case
Hold on.
on?
I repeat that. What she said? Hold on, Missy. What you said again? You was what?
Yes, I guess you did.
What?
I don't know. That's not for me to decide. Let's take it to
See
the
how she be
chat.
ignoring me?
Chat. Did Darnell defend himself?
Big D. Big D, bro. Right. I got my Uber Eats.
No, I tell
I
you,
got my
I ain't
diabetes
that.
in the
I'm not
freezer.
that guy. I'm not that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to train so I know how I know I'm not that guy. Like women's track is my favorite. I'm already wishing that I could train or watch training or contribute to training of young athletes, like to see them go to the next level. Like my niece is fast, and I want to take her to the thank you, Katie. I want to take her to the Grand Prix event. I think that's at Icon Stadium every year.
Honestly, you just pronounced Grand Prix.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple years
Nah,
ago,
what use of having an English major in here with a doctorate if we're not gonna use them?
okay, I'm telling you, it don't fly, bro. There's no rhyme or reason. I watch.
Make the pick. You basically said I'm right.
I don't know if that's how you take that, but you
That's how I'm taking
at least got me to read the message. I was like, I ran to it like, what? There's no way. No, look. You could take what you take from it. I assumed I was being attacked because of where that storyline came from. It came from the dad doing a split whose pronoun is a they according to you. So
I didn't say it said they. I said I don't know.
that's why it's a they, right? No, you gotta teach me. It's when you don't know. Do you just be quiet?
You can call them by their name.
Yeah, people, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Might be some Uber Eats.
So you want me to say BG?
You can say Brittany.
No, that's what she called. BG is an appropriate nickname for Brittany Griner. That's what they call her.
So you don't want to call her Brittany.
Nah. Nah.
That goes
I don't know.
super crazy.
I don't know too many. I haven't really had too many dads in my phone book named Brittany. I'ma just.
You don't have any dads in your phone book.
You don't know that? I still got a
You
little.
don't have a phone book.
I got a Jesse the Body Ventura toy in my house. You don't
What?
know.
I'm out of here, brother. Yo, y'all niggas hold it down. After 1 o'clock, this shit turned into some fucking
Look,
risque type of
no,
podcast,
I
bro.
got what
I'm gonna
you
let
because I
nah.
said toy.
Let's
You
listen to
what you?
this. Jesse the Body Ventura toy.
I have a chest of all of old stuff, and there's a Hulk Hogan toy and a Jesse the Body Ventura toy. I don't know, you want to call it an action figure. It's rubber. It doesn't even turn or anything. It's just a rubber. So you don't know. You don't know. Might have that. I might have that Rolodex. And if I did, he says, "Someone clip it. Clip it." You know what it is, Mick the Pick? People these days are so triggered by words. We don't allow people to talk. It's like you say something. What he heard was the body, the body. That's what he heard. And he heard toy with the body. And he went somewhere with that. Like, come on, man. I'm a grown man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have pronouns. I'm a grown man. Okay?
We all listen. We all have pronouns. We all use pronouns. You're saying you don't subscribe to the pronoun culture.
Yeah, I
Is that what
think
I'm understanding?
when it came in, I'm saying from a, like being feeling forced to. What's up, dude? Fail. Being forced to from a corporate sense was tough for me. Like feeling forced to, feeling pressured to. Because I'm a very respectful person. If I were working with any person, however they wanted to be called in my face, I would call them. I have no, like I said, I'm only saying that to BG because BG says she was a dad.
Brittany
Brittany
Griner. You can say the full name.
Brittany Griner
Brittany Griner.
says she was a dad.
Oh no.
So if that's what she wants to be, hey Mac Daddy, hey Daddy Mac, like what? I'm gonna just call you what I want. So I just didn't. Once it got weird in the emails and all that, and I'm not really for that. I don't think that helps us. I think I'd rather just be in the room. Did I lose Missy? Yeah, I think I lost Missy. I heard a oh no. I think I could interpret that as phone died and Missy's gone. Going to sleep, take care. Yeah, you need to give this time to study. May stop when you can. Okay, no problem. No problem. What happened, Missy? Was it your phone? Did it die? I heard you say, oh no. And then I seen something flash on my screen and that was it. The call got disconnected. Okay, well you can't, if you want to say bye, I mean, I could. You can't just end like that. We got to know you made it home safe. That you're trying not to be like a dad or something.
Hello?
We wouldn't want you to like be a dad and like when you leave, we got to say bye the right way and remember you correctly.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just could hear the phone disconnect, and I was like,
So it
I said the
wouldn't
wrong thing. I
it
said Brittany Griner, and then it went click. I
it
said,
wouldn't
oh,
that's
I
why you got to say
see.
BG. It wouldn't bother you if like and she's a popular she is, I think she was more popular. She's not as popular as she was. She's on the downside of her career, of course. But it wouldn't bother you for a popular male basketball player to just say, they're a mom. there would be no issue for you.
You know, a lot of things that people do don't bother me to that on that level. It's like, Rachel Dolezal identifies as an African American woman.
And gets called out for it.
She changed her name to something Diallo.
And she gets called out for it. I mean, we can't stop you from being a duck if you want to be a duck. I don't think that's really like I could. I can respect your decision to do what you want to do as long as you're not harming anyone.
I actually think that her transformation is is different from a gender transformation.
Speak on it.
No, the gender transformations are quite are are really something. I don't know what the word is. Not. It's more. It has more weight to it. That kind of change than to decide I am, mm, a different race or something like that. In my humble opinion.
Yeah, I don't disagree with. I didn't even think that was up for question. I think that's a deep decision. I don't understand the claim of dad though. I think you're playing deeper into how we use these words with power. She could have just been a parent. I was
I mean,
pretty
that's
certain
not the
that
first time that a woman has proclaimed herself as a dad. Many single parents, single mothers also say, I'm the mom and I'm the dad.
flawed.
I mean, excuse me?
Oh yeah, flawed. We there's a lot of information about our broken society and why that concept that there's trouble there, and it doesn't. I'm not saying it never worked and it can't work because I come from a single parent household, but I know that there was a gap there. So I think from being a public person, one who there's severe controversy around the gender in itself. He said Big D on the attack. No, I'm not on the attack. I like BG as a person. I think speaking up for yourself is a good thing. I think it's a great thing. I think I'm confused by it's one thing to say that you are okay with what's said about you, but it's another thing when you keep these things and you could not like make these things go up in flames, sort of like feeding into the content creation, where if you put content out, like you said, clip that, we want this to go up. That's sort of what's happening when there's already a huge conspiracy theory about the fact that you could have not been potentially born who we think you was born as, and that you was raised as someone else. That's the conspiracy that has been out there for years. Then you add to it.
Because people are mean.
No, but you can't for certain go in either direction. I don't get into it. I don't like having the conversation. All I'm calling out is that just like when, the Trump Obama with the passport, right? Like, yeah, you could just ignore those things and because it could sound stupid to some, but I don't think Obama would go any further to inflame the issue, and that's what I think BG did by one doing the whole I'm just gonna be shirtless on camera, and I'm a dude. This is like self-identifying, and I could tell you I don't care. But if somebody asks me the question, I don't know. I'm unsure. I'm taking BG as not playing into the conspiracy. So if I don't play into the conspiracy, there's nothing wrong with you saying that you're a mom, you're a parent. I don't really dig the dad thing. That's an assignment. Um, I mean, I'm not dealing with the T word, because I do think that if they're gonna live as that, if 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 BG is a dad, then we have a dad playing in the WNBA. Because there's no moms that play in the NBA. I don't know if you check that out.
Dwight Howard.
And that's tonight's show, peoples.
That was a joke. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Make the pick. Talk about clipping something up.
Do not clip that.
She gonna have me saying it too. No, but you get it. There's no moms playing in the WNBA. I mean, in the NBA. How is there dads playing in the
You know why
WNBA?
there's no moms in the NBA? Because in the male sports, they have not opened up yet to the idea of same sex anything. It's we had a football player that was playing. Where is he? He's gone.
No, he
So
was never. That was a story. If anything, you could go with Jason Collins, who was a basketball player who continued to play his career in peace. He was not shunned. He was not blacklisted. So I don't take that point. I've
was he
also
in a
played with.
relationship? Was he married? That's the thing.
I've also played with guys at lower levels who we know was swinging for different, different home runs they was hitting. Let's put
You
it
weren't
like that.
disgusted by that?
No, all I care about is you scoring them damn points.
And Brittany Griner does.
Okay. I'm just going. No, that's a different argument. We were sitting at dads playing in the WNBA, right? This is like Joanna Man, right? Like dads playing in the WNBA. You then veered off into same sex conversations, and you brought up the
It
football
doesn't
player,
exist. It
and
doesn't
then but I
exist
but
in
but
NBA.
Jason Collins was a self. He identified and came out. I don't understand what's.
An identification and a relationship is something else. Was he actively in a serious relationship where they
Oh,
had
you.
kids? I think if not.
I.
Therefore, we can't even play there. Like
So you're
we already know that.
okay. You're okay with a dad playing in the WNBA. Is what you're
I
saying.
didn't say I was okay with it. I just
That's the
think that
question.
I don't know what her story is
I'm
or
not
why she
okay with
said
moms playing in the NBA. Not okay with it.
moms.
Yeah, moms playing
Why?
in the NBA.
All right, that's on you. We don't have moms playing in the NBA. But if there were a male that identified as a mom, what are you gonna do about it?
Nothing.
Ban him from
It's
playing?
no, no. Just like, but why would I want to?
Write a strongly worded
No, I
letter?
wouldn't want to ban BG either. This started with the split. I have the choice not to watch something that I don't think is tasteful. The same if it was Precious that was doing the split. I wouldn't want to watch it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we gotta wrap this up quick,
Oh,
cause
come on. I just don't. I mean, it's like you're saying somebody can't have a preference. Like, do
but
your
but the
own
thing is,
thing.
is why the split though?
That's what was sent to me. I did not. I didn't click on it. You have
What is
to.
the significance of a
You
split
no.
that it
Okay.
depends who
Again.
does it
Again. Again.
that
Are you
affects
watching
you?
the screen? Cause I will show on the screen what I saw. I saw. I saw. Suggestive. I'm talking about Precious right now. I saw a suggestive pose pre going down to the split with words on it. And that's how I identified who it was. And I had no interest from that point on,
Hmm.
right? It is my choice because I don't want to see a dad do that.
I think that whole description is like extreme. I don't want to see a dad do the split, and it's Brittany Griner.
She called herself a dad. I don't understand. This is why the world is so confusing. If you want to call yourself a fairy, I got to call you a fairy. But when I call you a fairy, you going to be mad when I call you a fairy. I don't get it. She called herself a dad. I would not disrespect her. I feel like I'm disrespecting her if I say she's not a dad. So which one is it?
All right. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually interested in looking into more comics. I would like to, especially read more about Catwoman
You
because I don't
running.
like how that movie
You
came out.
you are
No, I'm not.
running. You're
I'm not
running.
running. I'm trying to just keep this positive and
It is
bring us back.
positive. It's positive.
It,
I
yeah,
would I
I
would
agree.
if I got the chance to talk to BG, Brittany Griner, if I knew her middle name, I would say the full government. If I got the chance to talk to Brittany Griner, I would want to know
Mhm.
more about the dad thing because she also was stoic with it. It was like a shutdown, like she did it like the dad way, like I'm the dad. Get up out of here.
Have you read her book?
Should I read her book? Did you read her book?
I didn't read it. I'm asking.
Now should I read her book? Does she go over
I don't.
dadism in there?
I haven't. I haven't read the book, but perhaps that would give you a better understanding of Brittany Ann Griner. I just threw the N in there.
You trying
Because it
to?
sounds cute.
Ain't no dads out here called Brittany Ann, but keep it going.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I
Hey,
don't know.
do you remember her saying she was a dad?
It's Yvette. Okay, so Brittany Yvette
Is it
Griner.
Yvette?
I've never heard her say that she's a dad.
Oh, okay. So that's the trouble that you're arguing down something that was
No, it's not a trouble. I mean, if
well
you heard it, I'm not debating that she said it. I'm just saying I don't know the context of how she said it
that's
or
what I
why
was
she was saying I'm a dad.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It wasn't because
Hmm.
like you're not hearing it. What I'm saying is I don't think you understand the significance and importance of her moment when they had their baby and they wanted to, like how celebrities do. They wanted to present when they were ready to present, and the reporter, came to her and said something, and she set the record straight that she is a dad.
Hmm.
And it was a shutdown moment. So the world was left with that. I don't ever remember there being a true like follow, like they didn't really dig into why. You just let her be. So that, the media cycle happened so fast
PG. Uh-huh.
and people moved on. But that was what we were left with. I think that's the last big storyline that I remember. And that was kind of associated with when she was, shirtless in the pool. And, I'm not getting into the conspiracy theories, but this is something that came. I would never put that on somebody that they did not say. Why would I do that? That wouldn't make sense. This
I.
is her self-identifying, and I'm trying to be respectful of her self-identification.
Hmm.
So, like, what is the argument that she's a dad? All I can say is I think I don't like the use of dad, but it ain't my business. I'll tell you that. It ain't my business. I would try to get out of retirement and dunk on her, but, you know,
You think that's possible?
I think if I had to stand up for dads, I would two
Man,
hand Spreewell dunk on Brittany Griner.
get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yo, now she gonna have me thinking. You're
she's
gonna have me start
she's six
training.
nine.
I've dunked on a 7-footer. What are we doing here? What? Yeah, I am not. I've dunked on a
What?
7-foot dad before.
Send the footage. Send the footage.
I've
As
dunked
Yuki would
on a
say.
7-foot dad. 6'9" dads?
A
No.
sec as Okay.
Yeah, you choked up. Yeah, I've dunked on a
I'm not
7
going
foot
there.
dad before, and
Gotcha.
and the name wasn't there was no Ann as the middle name. So no, if I had
Hmm.
to, if I had to do it for humanity, I would. I would have to do what I gotta do. Now that's the
Now, deliver me from these men, please.
what's wrong with, can you tell me why? Like what's wrong with my
Humanity. Okay, we heard you.
what there's nothing wrong with what, but I've said for men I would have to do it for dads. If I was the only hope, I gotta do what I gotta do. She's getting dunked on. And guess
I
what?
think that dads are okay. You know, actually, they're not okay. Maybe this will help the dads be more present when they see that women are
Oh,
are
let's
claiming
let's
to be
get to the let's
dads.
get to the nitty gritty. What'd you say? Dads be more present? No, I agree
Yeah,
with you. I agree with you, but men should hold men accountable about that, right? I
absolutely.
so it doesn't take for it shouldn't take what you just said, which I know was teasing. It should not take um I'm gonna just say I don't know, I guess female. No, it isn't. Oh, that's bad. We can't say that, right? Female's bad.
You know what? Let's
You was trying to teach
regroup.
me. Teach me. Female's bad, right? We can't say that.
I'm not even sure. I mean, according to the folks,
She
yes,
said,
female is
"I'm
bad
not
because
sure."
I'm actually, unfortunately, because
You,
I think in this, like with a science brain, but females are for animals and women is for
yeah.
humans.
Oh, I thought I heard the argument was because we don't refer to men as males or something.
That's also part of it.
Okay, that was a social, more of a social reason. But I get it.
I I'm trying to, stay present and keep up with.
I'm not. I'm not. I would rather just be in the room. Like I have a friend that's close to me. I've told you that. You know, she's a little out there with her practices, and we get in the room and chop it up and educate one another on, you know, be careful with that line. I know you got a good heart. Just be careful with that. We've been doing that for years. I've never had an issue in my presence with dealing with alternative lifestyles to mine. Not saying that they're living an alternative lifestyle, but to mine.
Mhm.
So why be so sensitive? Why who are we really fighting against? I thought we were fighting the same people. I'm not your oppressor. You go do whatever you want to do. So I don't know. I don't know, but if I got to dunk on BG, I gotta do what I gotta do. BG, if you see this, I would love to interview you. Um, I wish the media cycle would really gave light to what you were trying to articulate, and maybe you weren't trying to articulate anything deep. Maybe it was just that simple. That's how you feel, and I can't take that away from you.
I would
But
love to see BG dunk on you.
I'm gonna just tell it to you right now. BG cannot dunk on me.
Delulu for Tralulu.
Okay. Thanks for helping me to get back in shape, though. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Just trying to, you know what to do to get somebody back. Okay.
That's
BG.
what I'm here for.
BG. Dunking on. Get out of here. BG can barely dunk. What are you talking about? All right. But I did enjoy BG when she was in high school. I remember that. I was like super hype. But I always wanted women's basketball to like get over the hump with the argument of athleticism. And so when I thought she was going to be more of a problem, but I think what her initial athleticism or what it looked like was just the fact that when you're local, you're going up against, people that are a lot shorter than you. And it ain't that easy once you get the best players in the room. I mean, she obviously did excelled, but not to the level of what it looked like when she was in high school. They was like throwing oops to her. Like, it was crazy. But no, BG's not one of my favorite players, but by all means, it's a challenge. So maybe we'll get that big. Would you, if
Why is she not one of your favorite?
she's not a super skilled player. I think from the big person's position, like Asia, I like footwork. Asia Wilson actually has footwork. Like the guard position and the swing position is the in a little bit of power forward. We've had some dominant power forwards that had a swing game, but the center position, there aren't many inside out players that, well, a lot of them can't do. Their game hasn't adapted to be really like inside out. She doesn't have that great of a post game footwork. I think she could have been a lot more dominant. I think she should have. I think she has a ring, but I think she had a real opportunity to be better. And there was a little bit controversy that just around her decisions, and then obviously the Russia thing. But yeah, I never checked for her. I do like Asia Wilson. I like I don't know the girl's name, but she's probably my favorite player to watch. The one that's on the Liberty. Not who you think. I'll tell you her name. Yeah, Jonquel Jones. Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Jonquel Jones is at center. I see her do. She got the guard. She got the inside out game. She got the footwork. She got the skill set. So she's like the next generation. Hold on. Say 2 is on the Liberty now? Oh, we going up. That's no, it's that yeah. I'll leave it at that. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but this is a new generation. I didn't like Lisa Leslie. I didn't like Rebecca Lobo. I don't want to call her what I used to call her, but I didn't like Lobo.
Uh-huh.
I think the guards were better back then. And Houston was dominant out the gate. Then the next players that after that initial era, they were focused more on the guards. Remember, Tamika Hoslaw was supposed to be like the next coming, and then Candace Parker. So that to me is as big as the position that you're going to advertise. And
Candace Parker was nice.
Of course.
Yeah, some.
And but she had more mid range. She's not out there shooting threes. She had mid range. She can get in. She reminds me like of a female KG. Like KG not out there shooting threes either. And I think that this generation, you're starting to see like with Breonna Stewart, you're starting to see the dynamics of the bigger position change, just like on the men's side. And I don't think that Brittany Griner is in that class of that change. She is a bigger than you player. She has I'm going to score because she works hard enough, but she's going to score because she's bigger than you. She don't have the skill. She's bigger than you, which is okay. Mark Eaton, George Mirasan, Sean Bradley, that's okay. Manute Bowl. No, no, no. Manute has skill. Manute has skill. But yeah, no, she's just not one of my favorite players to watch. But I love the women's game. So, and I have a friend. I haven't spoken to him in a little bit. Maybe he should come on. He wouldn't debate with you. You guys would attack me. We talk women's basketball, and he keeps me up to date on the storylines and who did what, and on and off the court. We talk about the Unrivaled League, which I was super excited about. I think I watched all of the highlights. I did watch the games too. I know I heard you say that. But yeah, no, I love women's basketball. I don't care to argue about the money, but I love women's basketball.
Nice.
Yeah. So you can't get me there. I'm not Yuffie.
Not trying to.
No, it would be great for you to have haters, and then you come and come with the data. Get them all emotional. Not me. You're not gonna do that to me. Yeah, I didn't know Say 2 was on the Liberty. That's a game changer. You like Say 2?
I don't have an opinion, actually, right now.
She don't speak English though. All right, let's close out. You got anything to close with? Apology or
Apology?
I was just curious.
No, I just want to wish everyone a wonderful weekend.
A wonderful weekend.
That's
Yeah,
what I wanna do.
I'm with that. I have a nice busy one. Baseball game in the morning. I think the wife is selling some Girl Scout cookies.
I need to get some.
You need, yeah. Let's talk tomorrow. I'm your pusher. We got a bunch more boxes to sell, so yeah, I'll holler at you. All right, well, let's close out the show, guys. That was tonight's show. Thank you so much. Not trying to make a habit of this, these long shows, but it's fun. It's fun. It's dangerous though.
It is dangerous.
When the topics, maybe not. If you could hold your own, if you could if you're really not an a-hole at its core, I welcome whatever. I don't think Katie liked what we were talking about, but
Yeah.
I think it's okay sometimes to have if everybody's silent about it, you only leave it to the people who say only polarizing things.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it's not like a debate. I just don't, I'm not, okay, let's not open it up. We'll leave that for another day. Well, That was tonight's show. Thank you, everybody. I will holla at you on the next one. Peace.